Alright guys, I'm ready. What's up y'all? How's it going? Hey baby! Raven's here. Yes, Castle, this is where Raven plays, it looks like. What's up guys? How's it going? All my audio stuff is like messed up. Hello, hello. Huh. My audio channels are messed up. But okay, well, GG. Alright, who would like to play? If anybody would like to play, let me know. And I'll send you an invite. Gnome, I assume Gnome is playing all by your lonesome in the solo. I see. Waiting for hours? No, you haven't. How dare you? How dare you? I swear to God, though. No, remember how we were talking about audio mixers yesterday? I swear to God, the Go XLR is dying. Like, the Switch. First of all, the Switch died before. I had to buy a new Switch for it, the power on Switch. I swear to God, I've been trying to turn it on and off lately, and it doesn't turn on. And I have to flick it on and off, on and off. But I think it was the plug was kind of loose. And then now my audio channels are messed up. Like, my music is not going to my music channel, it is going to the gaming channel, which it's not supposed to. And honestly, I don't know how to fix it right now. Not real sure how to fix it. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. Anyway. So I don't know how to mute my music without muting my game. I could turn it off, I guess. I just turn off my music, actually. Pause. Oh, yeah. See, now you guys don't hear game sounds. Wait a minute. I know why. Yep, that's why. I fixed it. Oh, no, I didn't fix it. I didn't fix that part, but you can hear game sounds now at least. Okay, stop sleeping, Gnome. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, anybody else that would like to play with us, let me know in chat. We have room for more. How is everybody doing? Thank you for joining us. What's going on? I see that Oogla Boogla is best friends with 8-Ball right now. I see that. What's up, Suffer? How's it going, man? How's everybody's Friday night? Hope you all had a fantastic week. Thank you for joining us. I know you've been dying to know. And yes, Raven has still been having diarrhea. And we are going to call the vet tomorrow. I think it may be her dewormer flea and tick medication that we gave her, as opposed to the dewormer that we gave her, because that should only lasted 1 to 2 hours. I mean 1 to 2 days, and it's been about 4 days now that she's been having diarrhea, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Boop, boop, boop. Let's go to Weeping Woods. Gnome, as always, if you'd like to join in voice chat, you're welcome. Just let me know. Let me know. You don't have to, of course. I know you hate talking to me. It's fine. I've grown accustomed to that already. Our buddy did not come here. Our buddy left. It's just me and you. God damn it. Nothing in here. Nobody landed here with us. Good. Harpoon gun? Yeah, why not? How dare you? I feel like I'm finding a lot of pistol ammo this season or whatever. I don't know. Compared to like AR ammo, just a lot easier to find. Compared, I don't know. And then the other guy was on the right here. It's kind of split up. I think there's another guy up this way. Found him. See him anywhere? He's in the house. Nice. GG. Yeah. Charged shotgun. I'm gonna grab some of that ammo. This is the first time I've seen the jetpack, so I don't know if they just put that in like tonight or what. See. Don't see anybody so far. Need more AR ammo. Do. Definitely been looted. Not fully looted though. Get the grappler. Guess we're gonna have to move. Hey, Raven. Hey, Ravy. Just checking out my lights in my tower. Ooh, what is that? That's the AK. I don't want the AK. Oh wait, no, the battle rifle. Hell yeah. Tactical AR. I'm in. Definitely trying to get this. It's very quiet here. Will we make it? We might. We'll be okay. Shotgun. Nobody's around. They're all emoting over there. It's like 4 of them. What's up, Owie? How's it going, Owie? Oh. What's up, brother Chow? How's it going, man? What's up? Wow. We got freaking rolled. How's it going? How's your day? Sure. Sounds great. You can tell me all about Diablo with the trial. Might try that out tomorrow. If anybody's interested in playing, we got 3 spots for Fortnite tonight. Come on in. Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
I was about to say something snarky about how, like, you know, I cannot run Diablo 4, but... so there's not a lot of Diablo 4 going on. I actually reinstalled it, like uninstalled and reinstalled it, and it still crashes.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, and
Did
so
you
I
try
think what
buying
happened...
it?
No, I did not try buying it, because I don't want to support their buggy piece of crap, you know? But I'll tell you what happened though. It was like, so I made that that level that Spiritborn character for the trial, right? And then like halfway through, I was like going through a dungeon or something, and halfway through it, I hit level 25. And then as soon as I hit level 25, the game crashed.
Yeah.
You know, and then and right before it crashed, like in the text box, it was like, oh, it says, oh, you know, you've hit level 25. You know, if you want to continue, you have to like, you know, buy the X pack or something.
Yeah.
And then it just crashes. And so I think like I think that just kind of like borked my entire account or something. And now, like, every time I start the game up, like, it won't even load to the title screen. Like, you know, it'll show the Blizzard icon, it'll show, like, this other thing, you know, and then it just,
still
like...
does it even after you uninstalled it? Or reinstalled it, rather?
Yeah, after I reinstalled it, yeah.
Interesting.
It's not
Very
that
strange.
interesting.
Very strange.
Yeah. But had this not happened, I probably would have dropped the 30 bucks.
Wait, do you have it on Battle.net, like Blizzard, or do you have it on Steam?
Yeah, it's on Battle.net, yeah.
I'm curious for anyone that has it on Steam, like has Diablo on Steam, because I want to know if it, like, how it deals with the Battle.net login. Because, you know, it can be played on Steam Deck. So, does it, like, launch some kind of weird Battle.net thing, or do you have to, you just log in with Blizzard account? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea.
Oh. Because if it just needs the login, I might just get it on Steam because it's on sale. Like, rebuy it on Steam.
Yeah. I mean, on my MMO, it's on Steam and it has its own launcher. They do not overlap at all. So, like accounts that are created on Steam, you don't see it on the launcher.
Yeah. I have a tactical shotgun. And 2 white pistols. Wow. There's 3 other people left. Oh, this is gonna be a shit show, and I have a plunger. A clinger. I don't even know what it does. Maybe it's explosive.
It clings.
I guess. I don't know what it does. I'm hiding in the Fap Shack. Just risked my life for you, gnome. To give you shields. those guys again? Oh boy. Oh my god. A gold cat guy. Dang it. Sorry, gnome. So let's see. 40% off Diablo 4 on Steam, which is pretty decently priced, right? For a sale?
You mean for both the game and the Xbox?
No, just the game. With the game
How much
both.
is that?
Oh my god. It's $45 for both. So
Wow,
so
I
so
paid
so
40
the
bucks. I paid 40 just for the base game.
yeah, so the expansion is half off then. Cuz it's 30, right, normally? Or is it 40?
I think it's more than that. I think it's like 50 or something.
40. It's 40. But now if it's bundled, it's only $45. I think that's a slam dunk. I think that's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
If you just buy the DLC, it's $30. And if you just buy the game, it's $30. So that's $60. If you bundle it, it's $45. Sorry, 50.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm lying. I can't do math. I can't read, actually. The game is normally 50. And then your DLC is 40. 90? What? That doesn't make any sense. It's like telling me the price is $69.99 for both, but now you're getting for $45.49. But then if I look at them separately, it's $50 plus $40, which is $90. But when you, I guess the bundle price is different than buying them separately. But anyway, the bundle price sounds great. I will probably buy it on Steam, maybe. Although I would like to ask Castle how it plays on Steam Deck, because I'm pretty sure he has it on Steam and he has a Steam Deck. Tell me how Diablo is on Steam Deck, please.
I think you need to ask, our eternal advisor, 8-Ball, the harbinger of all of my, or the arbiter of all of my poor financial decisions.
Oogla boogla.
Oh no, I was talking about 8-Ball.
Oh my god, ball. Typed it wrong. Dang it. Yes. Oh god. It's a definitive yes with an exclamation point even.
Well, I guess you don't have a choice.
Damn. Oh, Castle owns it on Steam, but he's not played it on the Steam Deck yet. Or ever. I don't know if he will.
Well, tell him he has work to do. And he
Can
needs to do it before
you
the sale
try
ends.
for me before the sale ends? He says, I've heard good things, but since it requires an internet connection, I just haven't bothered.
Well, tell him to bother.
I think he plans on using it on the airplane, like his Steam Deck. So he's not gonna play any game that has like internet connection required, I think. I think that's what's happening.
He's not on a plane now.
That's true.
You know, you have
Tell me yourself.
burning questions.
I'm just wondering if I should drop dollars, Castle, on Diablo on Steam. Instead of playing the... Like, I could play it through the jank version with, like, the Battle.net sideload on my Steam Deck. But honestly, I hate really sideloading, like, third-partying, weird shit like that. I'd rather just play it straight through the original source, aka Steam, if I can help it. Oh, there's people landing here. See ya. That is correct. Airplane, when I'm at home, I play on this beefy ass gaming PC with massive monitors. As you should. I'm wondering because...
That does not answer your question.
It doesn't. I'm wondering because a lot of times now, honestly, now that we got the dog, I haven't played any games that are outside of streaming. Like we have like approximately an hour and a half or 2 hours of free time, like after all of our dinner, whatever, walking and whatnot. We have like an hour and a half of free time, and I spend that laying on the couch with her watching like basketball games because it's NBA season right now. So yeah. So, however, if I'm laying on the couch, quote, watching TV, I could be playing on my Steam Deck, I guess. I've also binged like all of the Outer Banks episodes that I missed, like the last season. So I'm out of episodes there to watch. LOL at watching TV. I'm not sure why you're laughing at that. Are you laughing because I'm not actually watching TV because it's Netflix, or you mean watching TV because AK I'm falling asleep instead of actually watching TV? Which part of it are you laughing at? Maybe both. I'm actually pissed. Actually, I just discovered that, like, so we have Verizon Fios, like TV, whatever, right? With our internet, that's bundled with our internet. And tonight there was a basketball game that I wanted to watch, and it's supposedly broadcasted on local TV because it's playing a local team. And so I go like find the channel that it's quote normally on, and we don't have that channel anymore. We don't have the channel anymore. They removed the channel and added it to, like, you know, their sports package, which you have to pay extra for now, which it wasn't like that before. So I'm asking DT, I'm like, so do you think they reduced the price now that they took away these channels? No, definitely not. Like, I mean, it was kind of rhetorical, but yeah, it's like, what the hell? We had that before. Like, it wasn't even a special channel to begin with, but now it is because they decided to remove it. I'm like, okay, great. Thanks.
And, you know, you could still have it back. It just, you know, costs extra.
Thanks for literally just, like, nothing. Thanks for nothing at all. It's just bullshit. Just bullshit. So mad. I know Castle doesn't watch sports ball, but yeah. It's just bullshit. Because even you said quote before it, because it's just background noise while you play on Steam Deck. That's true. If I was playing on the Steam Deck, then the TV would be background noise. Which is fine. But no, if I'm watching a show though, like actual show that I like to watch, I'm actually watching though. I don't really look at my phone usually. Because then if I do look at my phone, I'm not paying attention to the show. Then what's the point? I might put on like a YouTube video that I don't care for about too much while I quote unquote look at my phone. But usually
that's hard to do with sporting events, you know.
Yeah. Well, because you miss the action if you're not looking, right? So.
Yeah, unless you're okay with like just watching the replay, like something happens and you're like, oh, I missed it.
No,
I have to watch the replay.
Nope. I kind of feel like if I'm not watching it live, then why bother for the most part of most
you might
sports.
as well just watch the highlight.
Or don't watch it all and just look at the score. But yeah, I usually like to watch them live. Otherwise, it's like, I don't really care for the whole thing. But yeah, highlights if I really care. Otherwise, just the score. I think I have the last 2 weeks of Law and Order type stuff to catch up on, probably, as well.
Is Law and Order still on? I used to be so addicted to that show.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It sure is. So you got Olivia Benson. You got Finn, aka Ice-T, baby.
But there's no more, Elliot Stabler's not there anymore?
Well, he has his own, like, spin-off. You know that, right?
Oh, he does?
Yeah, it's organized crime. It's called Law and Order Organized Crime. So it's part of the, like, family series. And sometimes they do a crossover with SVU, sorry. And it's pretty great, actually. But yeah, they have their own section. Organized crime.
So Elliot Stabler realized that he has no career outside of being Elliot Stabler.
I check on the football game scores Tuesday. I don't bother. Wait, you check football scores? Castle, you check football scores? Why?
Let me guess. Fantasy football?
I was gonna say, I don't know, because Castle does not sports ball. So
You sound baffled.
I'm very confused. And I've known Castle for a very long time. Christopher Maloney is one of my favorite actors to see pop up in a character role outside of Law and Order stuff. He's great there. Yeah, he does pop up here and there sometimes.
He was in that old show, that prison one from like way back when, Oz or something like that.
Yep, there you go. I check it because I'm in a Survivor League pool at work and money's on the line. Just 4 people left, including me.
Wow, did I call it or did I call it?
Yeah, that had to be it. Because there's no chance he was checking sports balls for fun. For his own pleasure.
I used to watch a ton of sports, and then when I moved overseas, like with the times where, you know, all the American sports were being broadcast was like in the middle of the night, so I couldn't really watch it live.
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah.
After years and years of not watching it live, when I came back to the States, like I just felt like I lost it. Like I felt like I was so accustomed to just like, you know, checking the scores on like, you know, Yahoo Sports or ESPN.com or something like that.
Yahoo Sports, yeah.
I got completely out of the you know, oh hey, Sundays for watching football type mindset.
Yeah. Like I'll say, I definitely do that. Like watch the sports on whichever days, I guess. Now that I don't have anything else happening in my life, it's like, okay, Sundays are. Well, I don't watch other teams though. Like I'll just watch the team games that I care about. I don't just watch, you know, the sport for other stuff. If I'm really bored, I might, but not usually though.
Yeah, right now the only sports that I watch with any regularity is like, you know, boxing and UFC, and then you know, I'll go to a bar to, you know, and it only happens, and you know, there's only like one event like a month or something, so I'll go to a bar and watch it there.
Castle's coming in with the 49 months, baby. Nice Castle. Merry Thanksgiving, mother sucker. Thank you, Castle. You too. You as well. You as well. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Castle? Are you doing a sous vide turkey? Oh, I missed. Led too quickly. Led too far. What's up, Ghost?
Ghost for the carry?
No, he uninstalled Fortnite, he said.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Yep, he uninstalled it, he said. So did everyone else except for Gnome and Biggie. I think that's it. I'm kind of sad I never got into the game before, but it had all the build stuff before that I wasn't interested in. But now,
Fortnite?
yeah, now that they have zero build, I'm like, I'm super in on this game.
I'm gonna ruin your day even more. Think about all the skins you missed during the build.
Oh my god, like the Peely skin, the banana skin guy.
And now
I can't get him. I can't get him. Yeah, there's like variations of him, but I just want the regular banana skin, and that's the one I cannot get. I don't know that I cannot get it. I think I don't think it'll come. Because I think it's one of the battle pass ones. It wasn't just like a shop one. Because the shop ones will rotate back in, quote unquote, supposedly. But the battle pass skins are supposed to be, or used to be at least, exclusive to that battle pass only. So, you know, you get that FOMO if you don't work on the battle pass. But now they said that they can come back in the shop after a year and a half it came out, after it releases. So, I'm fine.
A year
I'll
and
be
a
fine
half.
dining in Paris. Yeah, like 18 months. That's what they said. Yeah. That's crazy. Ah, no. All that matters is... Yep.
It feels like Fortnite has mastered the art of FOMO.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, it's great because they don't, like, some of their stuff doesn't cost that much money. Either. So their shop is pretty great. It's not like it's Call of Duty where everything's like 30 bucks each. It's too bad I don't like Fortnite. It's such a pretty game. I love the art style, just not the gameplay. I mean... You used to be into Battle Royales. Used to be. Castle, you could play the custom modes in Fortnite. Some of them are kind of fun. They're not as polished, you know, as this, but you could. There are some fun custom modes that people make. Custom modes and custom maps. Even when I was into Battle Royale, I just couldn't get into Fortnite. I missed when it was a crafting and building a zombie survival game. That was interesting.
That was a long time ago.
I never played it. I missed out on that. I didn't buy that. I do remember that happening. But
yeah, Fortnite saved the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get to try it, play it.
Did they shut it down?
I don't know. I don't know if you can still play it or not. I think you can still buy it, but it's not a mode that anybody cares about. Because I think I see it in the shop. I can't look at the shop. But yeah, sometimes I see it in the shop and you can buy it through like a bundle pack or something. Now you can still play it? Yeah. They brought it back. Should mini play a horror map on Fortnite? It is decidedly so. Wow. 8-Ball is very, very yes tonight. 8-Ball said I should buy Diablo in the DLC on Steam. Like, yes, with an exclamation point. Just like it is decidedly so. Just as confident as that question. Answer. Ooh, the Christmas tree. It wound up being an overly microtransaction piece of crap. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree there. It is microtransaction, but it's not pay to win though. It's not pay to win. You absolutely do not need to buy anything, and you have the same quote advantage level playing field as anyone else in the game.
They just might look cooler.
Yes, they will probably look cooler than you, but all the guns are the same, everything, like all the quote stats are the same. You don't have to grind any guns to unlock or attachments or whatever, unlike Call of Duty. Throw up. Agreed, not pay to win, love that. Love that for it. Right, exactly, yeah. Like, anyone can pick up this game. Like, there are mechanics and strategies, techniques to know, learn, and work on, but all the guns are the same for everyone. Whereas Call of Duty, you have to, like, grind the time to unlock certain guns that are better than other guns. And then there's, like, the meta stuff. It's, like, ridiculous. Fortnite has, like, the, quote, OP weapons, too, but anyone can get those. It's not like you have to unlock it or whatever, right? I don't know. It's different. Bang, bang. we gotta go, gotta go. I spent like $2,000 in this game. Yeah, but that's by choice, and you didn't have to. You just look cool in it, and it didn't, you know, give you any advantage in the game, though, right? So I don't know that I've spent that much in Call of Duty, but I've spent a fair amount in Call of Duty myself. I feel like I've gotten more satisfaction of spending money in this game than Call of Duty.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the gritty.
Yeah. Like, I feel like things in this game that I spend money on are fun and enjoyable. Whereas in Call of Duty, it's like... It doesn't give the same joy, I think. And sometimes, like, it's like, well, should I drop money on this? Well, it'll give me an advantage for a while, okay? Yeah, everyone else is getting it too. But then after a while, you know, it's not the meta anymore. Whereas this game, I've been using this freaking hot dog skin for like a lifetime. And it wasn't even that much money, and I've enjoyed the hell out of the skin. And like the Petercopter, which doesn't cost money, but it was in the battle pass. Right? So I feel like I'm having like more fun in this game than I ever did in Call of Duty. It is definitely different. Oh shit. Oh, that was close. I thought I was gonna fall off the roof. Close call. Rip. Yep. The stuff you can buy in Fortnite are way more fun and whimsical for sure. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I get more bang for my buck when I drop money in Fortnite. Whereas the money that I've dropped in Call of Duty, it lasts sort of like a small amount of time. Whereas this one, I've been grittying for months. For example. I also don't know why all my audio stuff is messed up. Probably because Windows updated. I bet you that's why. Usually it's what happens. Do, 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 do. Oh, the mythic is rather annoying. Which one was the mythic that you got killed by, I assume? The Eminem rap gun or the Snoop Dogg something? Snoop Dogg drum gun.
That doesn't make any sense. I would have expected the Snoop gun to be called the rap gun.
I mean, Eminem raps too, right?
Wait, what's Snoop's gun?
Drum gun? Like a submachine drum gun? Oh, yeah, not like the music drums instrument. No. It's like a magazine drum. It's like a Thompson. One of those like old school like mafia looking type guns, gangster.
Guns.
Yeah, exactly. No, maybe too raging. Too much, like raging too much to actually answer my question. It's okay.
I actually really liked the Thompson in Division 2 for a while.
Nice. Mitnick, what's up, man? My typical Friday night is eat my carbs alone after the gym. That's okay. I do that frequently, and I don't even go to the gym anymore because I walk so much with the dog. I haven't run or been to the gym in 2 weeks, and that entire time is when we've had the dog, so I don't know when I'll be able to go to the gym. She like, basically I went to, where did I go today? She was like, oh, I was outside. I was just outside. I went to like get gas for DT's car. And she was like, I was outside putting like a backseat cover on his car. To, and then it took a little bit. Oh crap. Like, it took me like an hour basically with Costco and stuff. And, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, I got him. Oh my god, I can't pick it up. And she was waiting for me the entire time at the garage door, and I felt really bad. So David Goggins said, who's gonna lift the boat? No excuses. David Goggins.
Can you bring the dog into Costco?
No. No. I think I think you normally can't bring dogs to places that have like food. So like grocery stores usually can't allow. Like she can go to REI, which I have taken her twice now, which is, if people that don't know, it's like an outdoor like a store, you know, hiking, camping like type of clothing, stuff. Yeah. Camp gear, whatever, that kind of stuff.
Super expensive hiking boots.
Yeah. Like the sign in front of the store actually says service dogs only, but I called them and asked, and they said they have a 1 bark policy, so if she, you know, misbehaves, they'll ask you to leave. But Raven is perfect in the store. She doesn't bark, really, so she's good.
You can buy those emotional support animal vests off of Amazon. What's interesting is down here, like ever since I moved down here, I see a lot of people like take dogs indoors, right, like in stores and stuff. But back when I was like back when I was up in the Northwest, like, you know, you would see all these people, you know, with dogs with like emotional support animal, like, you know, vests on, and they would bring them on the planes and stuff. And it was like so obvious that those were, you know, they were just pets. These were not like trained like support animals or anything.
So, fun fact, I've been doing research on this kind of thing. Emotional support animals are not the same as a service animal. In that service animals are the ones that are federally allowed to go anywhere that you are allowed to go. Whereas emotional support pets and like therapy pets, they are not a service animal. As in, they cannot go anywhere. Because
I saw online, it's like stores and like airlines, they cannot ask to see like, you know, doctor's orders or prescriptions or anything, because that might be a HIPAA violation and stuff like that. Yes,
totally. I understand that. Except you can definitely tell, like even you said you could tell that it's just someone's pet.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure, yeah.
Like emotional
the dogs
support.
Start fighting each other,
exactly.
In the terminal. It's
you can tell the difference. And like service animals are trained to do a job, and it's actually quite impressive. I've been following a couple of service dogs on Instagram, and some of them can like detect when someone is about to have like a seizure, or their blood pressure is going too low. Like they can alert you of that before that happens, and they're trained to do that. Whereas a emotional support animal, they are just like, I mean, I don't know too much about those as opposed to like a service animal, but they're trained to be calm, and they don't like flip out basically, right? They're like a calming dog or whatever. Like my brother's dog is actually trained to be a therapy emotional support dog, and my sister-in-law brings the dog to her school where she works with like behavioral children basically, and so she brings that dog to school sometimes, but she is not like a service dog, and she is definitely not allowed, quote, anywhere a service dog is supposed to be able to go, like a grocery store or restaurant, of course, unless it's outdoors. But yeah, It's very, very different, and you can clearly tell when it's just a pet versus a service dog.
Yeah, I read this article a long time ago. I was talking about how like a service dog, like in an airport, was actually got attacked by someone's like quote unquote the emotional support animal.
Yeah.
And the service animal, like literally with another dog like chomping down like on his throat, on his neck, you know, refused to like like behave the entire time. Like he kept still, even though like, you know, he was the animal was at risk of like getting its jugular torn out. You know.
Yeah.
But that's how well trained it was.
Pretty ridiculous. I think a lot of people like probably got attached to their dog or whatever when they got them during COVID, and they just want to bring them everywhere. Like I kind of get that, but it's like
yeah,
you kind of ruin it for people that actually do have service animals, and you know, people already kind of scoff that you have a dog with you sometimes. Fun fact, I brought Raven to the UPS store the other day. I actually didn't realize they quote unquote allow dogs. So I was going there and I actually left her in the car because I was just going to be in there for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes at most, and probably not even. I had to get something notarized. And as I'm walking to the UPS store in the parking lot, I see a really old lady, and she was just coming out of there with her dog and then putting her dog in the car, and I noticed that she had like a UPS like slip basically. What's up, Bab? And I was like, oh, I didn't realize they allow dogs in the UPS store. Oh yeah. She was like, oh yeah, they're fine with it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. Let me go ahead and get my dog. So I come back, I get Raven, I come back, and I stop by the lady, and I was like, well, thanks for letting me know. I'm gonna bring her in then, because it's kind of too hot to have left her in the car. But I found a shady spot. I have a fan in my car, etc. And so I pet her dog, whatever, and she was like, all right, well, if you go in and there's a kid in there, the kid is, you know, deathly afraid of dogs, so watch out for his mom, basically. And so I brought Raven in there, and there was the kid that looked like he was not really scared of dogs, and Raven wasn't lunging towards or doing. In fact, she probably didn't even notice that he was there, the kid. And the mom rolled her eyes at me, and Raven was not even like being aggressive looking at all. Like she was just minding her own business, and this lady like rolled her eyes at us. I felt offended. I felt very offended by that. Like she was not misbehaving. She wasn't pulling. She wasn't barking, growling. She wasn't doing anything offensive to anybody. And she was just rolling her eyes at me. And it's not like the store says, no dogs allowed, right? The store does not say that. So it's not like I was going against the store's rules or anything either. So that was rude. Where is the thing? It is here. Here it is. Rude. You met a Karen? I met something, yeah. I met something. And it was very rude. I felt so offended by it. And on our walking route, there is a lady that walks her dog, and I saw her twice now so far. And each time I've tried to say, like, just say hi. Like, I'm not one to, like, stop and talk for an hour. I just want to, like, you know, be a friendly neighbor person and just wave hello. Like, she has a dog, I have a dog, we're walking at the same time. I'm just waving hello. And the first time, she just kept her eyes straight, walking her dog, completely ignoring us. I'm like, okay, cool. And this time, it's like, I swear to God, we locked eyes, and she still ignored me. I'm like, okay, well, that's the last time I'll say hi to her. Also rude. Very strange things happen.
Wow, I'm looking at Amazon right now. The last time I checked, like these service animal like vests, they were like $50. Now they're down to $17.99.
Wait, what is?
The service vest, the service animal vest.
Oh yeah. I mean, anyone can buy that.
It's $17.99. Yeah, and I also remember that like you can get quote unquote prescriptions, you know, for like service animals. Like you can buy them on, you know, you can buy them online from like these shady websites, which apparently have like a certified veterinarian, like or a psychologist or something like on staff, and like you know, which is actually like a legal prescription. And and I remember reading about it. It was like $50 or something.
Wow. Wow. Well, I will be the first to say that I will try to take Raven anywhere I can take her. That is allowed. I won't try to
Yeah.
sneak her into a place where she's not allowed. But if it
Well,
doesn't say
mean-
no dogs, I'm bringing her until someone tells me
Yeah.
otherwise.
I mean, the way I see it is like, hey, you know what? Like $50 for a prescription and $17.99, you know, and $68 to be able to bring Raven anywhere you want to, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna admit that online on record. Next to the butcher shop. Yeah, we can bring her to outside the butcher shop. Actually, the other day when I went to one of the grocery stores here, there was an old lady that brought her dog, and she had tied up the dog just like right outside the store on like an onion pallet. That was pretty funny. I was like, oh, I should do that with Raven. I actually did leave her in the car. I was only in there for like 10 minutes.
I used
yeah.
to see that. I used to see that kind of stuff all the time in New York, right? Like in
Oh
New York
yeah,
City,
just leaving
like,
your dog outside.
like people would just like, you know, they would just they would just tie the leash, you know, to
I
like
honestly
the scaffolding or
would
something.
just be scared someone would take the dog, right? I mean, I feel like someone would just
yeah,
steal the
but
dog.
I mean, like, New York being New York, like people are just like in a hurry.
I mean,
I never saw
I
anybody
guess.
like run off with the dog or anything like that.
I feel
'Cause
like
you would see the dogs all
also,
the time.
I feel like also maybe the dog would know that you're like a rando trying to take them, and they would probably bark and growl at you, but maybe not necessarily though. I mean, if you have like food for them, they might think you're friendly and just go with you. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that. I would be scared. For sure.
Well, all of New York City smells like a dog toilet anyway, so...
Oh yeah, every time that I drive through there on my trips up, it smells so bad. Like I always drive with the windows open, and it just smells like a dump.
You like drive through Manhattan?
No, I drive on
Oh, you take the BQE and then go up, okay.
the who? The BQ who?
No, the Brooklyn Queens Expressway, and then,
Oh.
you know... Yeah.
No. No, I don't. I take the Turnpike, New Jersey Turnpike, the NJTP.
Yeah, but you take the turnpike and then you have to turn east, right?
I have to turn east at some point, yes. I take I don't know, the George Washington Bridge. I don't know if it's the...
yeah.
I don't know if
GW
it's...
Bridge,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that means you do go through some part of Manhattan, yeah. But yeah, like, you know, when I was living in New York, it was like, you learn very quickly to not touch anything below your about knee level with your hands.
Disgusting. That sounds gross.
Because, like, yeah, because...
Blessed with
yeah.
rats, probably.
No, not with rats, with dog piss.
Oh. It's true. That actually
And
might
then
be
you
not
were-
as bad. Well, I guess
Yeah.
Gnome's done playing.
And then, like, we used to be happy when it rained, not because of the
Thanks for
rain
playing,
itself,
Gnome.
but because like New York
GG.
actually, you know, gets a bit of a shower.
The smell is from the Hudson River. It's just like before I even enter New York, really. Honestly, like when I get towards before I even hit the bridge, before I cross whatever the hell, the river, the Hudson River, before I even cross there, I can just get the whiff of the city. In New Jersey, like near like Newark, like when I start to get into that kind of area, like it just starts smelling.
Oh, that's not the city though. There's
The
like
marsh?
there's like factories out on the Jersey side,
Okay, yeah.
and yeah, they have like they put all sorts of smells in the air.
It
It's
smells
actually-
really bad.
Yeah, it smells terrible. Yeah, but yeah, that's actually
Thank
not
you,
in New
Noam, for
York.
playing.
That's actually from on the
GGs.
Jersey side. Like one time they like for example, like years ago when I was still living there, people were talking about like it smelled like bread, like freshly baked bread, like on the west side of Manhattan, right?
That's not bad then.
And then they were like nobody, and then they smelled it for days and they couldn't figure out what that smell was. And it actually turned out that there was like this factory that specialized in like food scents or food coloring or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
And they were and then
that's interesting.
yeah, they made some food additive
Yeah.
that smelled really fragrant, and it was wafting across into New York City. But I was like, I mean, like the smell itself, like I never, I mean, at that time I was living in Brooklyn, so I didn't smell
Yeah.
it, you know. But you know, what shocked me, I was like, what? There's actually like chemicals that make food smell better. You know. And they're like, yeah, it's in all sorts of stuff, like Twinkies and donuts and this and that.
Oh, so a Twinkie doesn't actually smell like a Twinkie unless they add the Twinkie smell.
Yeah. Well, no, that was just using they were just using that as an example. Yeah. But Jersey has like there's all sorts of chemical factories.
Like smell
You know,
enhancements, basically.
yeah. But yeah, there's all these chemical factories, especially in that stretch between between the Newark airport and going into Penn Station. And people always talk about like taking the NJ Transit from Newark Airport from EWR into the city smells awful, and it's because of those chemical plants.
Well, that's definitely what I was smelling then, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that was just the city smell, like wafting in.
No. The city itself smells like dog pee. And I have I have 8 years of experience of that.
Gross.
Like sometimes you would see people walking their dogs, in the city, and there's no houses in there's very few houses like in Manhattan. I'm sure there are like way up north, like in upper Manhattan. But sometimes you would see people walking these dogs that you're just like, wow, how can they raise that thing like in a tiny apartment? Like one time I saw this guy walking what I think it must have been a greyhound or something, and the dog itself, like even though it was like standing on all fours, like I swear that thing was like 4.5 feet high or something.
Oh wow.
It was super big, right? And I was like, wow, like raising a dog in a cramped Manhattan apartment must be like, I don't know.
Like it sucks. Bob, how are you? Is this the Bean Boozled Factory? You may rely on it. Yeah. The Fart Factory. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, the whole team. Good, alright, how was your day today? Oh, not bad. I'm gonna have to call the vet for Raven tomorrow. She's still having diarrhea, and I think it's the heartworm, flea, and tick medication now. Because her dewormer should have only given her diarrhea for 1 to 2 days, and it's been 4 days. I was kind of hoping by tonight, for sure, it would go away, but DT said she had mega diarrhea tonight. But at least it's gotten less frequent. Like, literally the first 2 full days, like Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, yesterday, like we would have to wake up in the middle of the night on purpose to let her go out. Or if she woke up to get out of the bed, that means she was going to go poop downstairs. Yes, where Pickle Dicks is sleeping on Sunday. Again, she has no idea. I won't tell her unless she needs to know. But I mean, it's cleaned up. We cleaned it up. It doesn't smell like poop. It smells like cleaner chemicals, but she doesn't need to know. Will Picodix detect the smell? All signs point to yes. Oh my god, 8-Ball is very yes tonight about everything. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to call the vet. She may not be able to take that combo heartworm, flea and tick medicine. She may have to go a different route, which will be unfortunate because that's a great solution for the heartworm and flea and tick. Because you just have to give her 1 pill instead of 2 different things. So if this doesn't work for her, we're gonna have to give her 2 different things and hope that she takes those 2 new medicines fine. So we'll see. I feel really bad for her though. Like she didn't have any accidents in the house really until like when this happened. She was supposedly house trained. So I don't want her to feel like she's in the habit of using the bathroom in the house, like on the carpet, because that would really suck. We may already have to hire like a professional carpet cleaner at this point for this. Because it's not just 1 spot or even 2. It's like 4 different spots now. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, yeah, our day was great. Our day was great. I took Raven to Walmart. She waited in the car for me. I took about 15 minutes, and it was cold out today. Bob, did it snow? Did it snow for anybody else today? It snowed here today. No accumulation. Very light snow, but it snowed. And it was so freaking cold. It was during the time where I was setting up the back seat cover for DT's car, and my hands were freezing. I had no idea it was gonna snow, and it got so cold.
Man, over here, like it's still hitting like 70s, like high 60s, low 70s during the day, but at night it's going down to like high 40s, and people are losing their minds. And I'm like, and of course, like my company's in Seattle, right? And then a few days ago, Seattle got hit by a blizzard.
Oh really?
And it knocked out power and internet for 600,000 people.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, now you guys know how I felt, during the hurricane.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
But yeah, it's like it's snowing a lot in Seattle, in Washington State right now.
I don't have a gun. There is absolutely nothing here. Why did we even land here? There's a crashed plane, but that's it. There's like one box. Oh my god. Why? Going this way. I wonder if Raven was trained to go potty in the basement before. I don't know. I feel like the foster lady, that whatever she told us before, she only had her for 1 week. And she said that they had a foster cat sibling or something that she was fine with, and she's crate trained and like whatever else. And I'm just like, I don't know. We got a crate for her, and it didn't seem like she really wanted to stay in the crate. But it also didn't help that for the first week, 2 weeks that we had her, that she went literally everywhere with us and did not leave our sides. So she was very attached to us from like the get-go. So she definitely didn't want to be in the crate at all. So now we're like kind of re-crate training her from the beginning. So I'm going to start putting her in the crate while I shower after our walks in the morning. So like she'll have like about 20, 30 minutes, 15, 20, 30 minutes in the crate. And I think she like, we tried that this morning for the first time. She didn't freak out. She didn't whine or anything, because I think she knew that I was next to her, like in the next room. So I think that helped. And that's how people say you can start crate training your dog. So we're just gonna have to start fresh. And it's gonna be interesting because Pickle Dix is coming on Sunday. She will be the first person that will be in our house with Raven. She's met other people, like rando people on the street, and she's been to DT's parents' house, and she's been fine with them. But this will be the first time that she's gonna have someone in our house sharing her same space. I don't anticipate any issues, but it'll be interesting because we haven't left her at home by herself other than that one time, and that she had chewed DT's shoe. So, and since then we've been afraid to let her be home alone by herself. So we'll see what we get to actually do with Pickle Dix. We may have to bring Raven with us and alter what kind of things we can do with her while she's here.
I think it's really all about whether or not Pickle Dix is going to be able to detect the recent mess.
Thank you for the game. Sorry for SKSBC. No problem, Gnome. Thanks for playing. GG's. I think she'll definitely smell like the cleaner smells. But there's no poop smells or pee smells or anything. It doesn't smell bad. If anything, we can open the window so kind of air it out a little bit, maybe. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
Put some Febreze on it.
Something. So Pickle Dix will be guinea pig. Yeah, she'll be, like I said, yeah, she'll be the first person to meet her that will be in such close proximity and in our house as well. Oh, this game suck. This game sucked, Gnome, after you left. We may have to wake up Pickle Dix in the middle of the night to let Raven out for her diarrhea situation. Again, it may be a non-issue by Sunday. So we'll see. I'm kind of hoping that when I call the vet tomorrow, they'll be like, here, take this magic pill that will make her stop having diarrhea, and then we don't have to deal with it again. I have a little bit of high hopes for that, because when I mentioned this to my sister-in-law, she said that she also gives that heartworm, flea, and tick to their dog Hazel, which you guys have seen in Discord, which I've taken pictures and posted there for you guys to see. It's called Simparica Trio. And she's had like some kind of diarrhea thing before, and the vet did give her like one dose of some pill that stopped her diarrhea like right away. So I'm hoping they give us something like that for her, because honestly, we've been doing that for the whole week and really sick and tired of her having this situation. Because she needs to be taken out every 2-3 hours, basically. Last night was the first night that we didn't have to, but we still did like every 4 hours for her, just in case, because you know, you don't want an accident, so I want to make sure you take her out early before it becomes an emergency. But the problem though is Raven doesn't like cry when she needs to go out or something. Like there's no indication that she needs to go out. Like she doesn't try to wake us up, she doesn't paw at us or anything. She just gets up and goes downstairs, and I'm afraid that she may think that that's appropriate to just use that as a bathroom. I don't mind if it's like an emergency and she can't hold it and that's where she's going because of that, but I don't want her to think that that's an appropriate place to go, basically. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that situation. Leaving, since we don't have a full team. God. So, I don't know. We'll see. There has been significant progress, however, with walking her. So for the last 2 weeks while I've had her, she pulls a lot on walks, like yanks the leash. Like she's just going. She's 40 pounds, but she's very strong. So especially if there's like a squirrel that goes by, like she is freaking out and like trying to lunge at it. And if you're not careful, she will yank the leash out of your hand. But because we know she does that, we'll hold on to the leash, right? So we kind of expect it. But sometimes she catches me a little off guard too, because I might see something, but I'm looking at another direction, and she sees a squirrel the other direction, and she yanks on the leash. So I get like thrown forward, but I know she's going to do it, so I just hold on to the leash all the time. But yesterday, I was trying to train her to not pull on the leash while we're walking. And I feel like you need a lot of patience for this, and I was born for this. Maybe I was born this way. But she did really well yesterday. And then today we did the same training again. And it was like magic. It was like magic. She remembered how like the training went yesterday. And then throughout the day today, all her walks were like near perfect. Like I only had to correct her once or twice during each walk. And I'm not even trying to like have her walk perfectly either. Because you're only supposed to train them, like do a training session for like 10-15 minutes. Else you burn them out and they just kind of get frustrated and everything. So on our later walk, and I've been doing the training in the mornings. So like the rest of the walks for the day, like I don't try to train her to do anything. But today, all of her walks after this morning were like near perfect. It was like a complete 180 of what she has been doing. And I swear to God, if this actually pans out, I've saved us like hundreds of dollars from like hiring like a trainer to help us with this, because I was getting really tired of being pulled around walking with her. I'm just like physically tired because you have to, you know, hold the leash so hard, and it's like it's a lot of walking. It's like power walking. It's like super power walking. It's not even speed walking. It's like a lot faster than that. It's a lot faster than I really want to walk, and I've been doing it for 2 weeks straight now. And no joke, I feel like my big toe in my right foot is gonna get like injured just from like flexing so much, like that I'm not used to. But today's walks were great. They were like leisure walks, and I had been warning Pickle Dicks about our walks, and I was like, I'm warning you now, we walk a shit ton, like over 4 miles a day, and none of them are casual. They're not like relaxing walks, like they're like power walks. So you better prepare yourself if you're gonna go on these walks with us. She may join us for a walk. We'll see how that goes. But I am actually really happy with the progress so far.
I
you're
had no
afraid
idea you even had to like train a dog to walk.
Well, you don't have to train them to walk. You have to train them to walk the way you want them to walk.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference. They will walk and run just fine without any help from you. And well, so the problem, if you think about it, right? They have 4 legs. So like regardless of how long or short your legs are, they still have 4 legs, right? So they will naturally move faster than you, right? If you think about it, that makes sense, right?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, they're just gonna walk faster than you. Like if you don't tell them what to do, they're just gonna do what they want to do, and it's probably not what you want to do. So basically I'm just teaching her that if you walk, like if you're not paying attention to me, you're gonna get yanked backwards. And I'm not yanking her in that I'm hurting her. I'm just basically doing a shove. Like I'm kind of like shoving her backwards. And after like 10 times of doing that, which albeit took a little longer because I'm gently pulling her back, as opposed to some people on the internet use, you know, prong collars and whatever collars, right, that they use on them, which is a little, it's more effective, I would say. I agree, it's more effective, but I think it's a more aggressive yank than what I'm doing. But after like 10 of these or whatever I did, she figured out that if she doesn't walk behind me, she can't see what I'm doing, and if she can't see what I'm doing, she gets pulled backwards. So after a while, she started walking slower than I was walking, so that she was able to see that I was slowing down and that I was stopping and that she could stop with me. And every single time she did it correctly, she got a treat. So she realized that, like, not too long afterwards, right? So she figured it out. And since then, she's, like I said, she's been walking like I want her to walk. The only difference that I can tell, though, is if she is walking behind me and she is looking at me, then she is spending less time smelling the ground and smelling the grass and smelling, you know, whatever smell trails she's smelling. And at first I kind of felt bad about it because, you know, I want her to have fun on her walks. I want her to enjoy the walks, right? But the problem is if she does that, she is walking with her nose only and she's not paying attention to me, and which means that she's also not paying attention to if she's crossing the street, right? She's just smelling the trail. Like she's blindly following it, which can be really dangerous, A, for her, but also for me, because I'm on the other side of the leash. So even though she is not going to be able to follow trails like she would like with her nose going crazy, she will be a lot safer, and I will also be a lot safer that way. But she can still smell the ground, don't get me wrong, but she will not be able to just follow it blindly. I'm learning a lot of things, and she is also picking up a lot as well. So it's been
clearly.
quite a journey. Let's just say. I never really, like, you know, trained a dog when I was younger. Like, you know, I was a kid and it was like my family's dog and I was just a kid. So I would tell the dog to sit, lay down, and shake the paws, right? That was basically the extent of the commands that I did with our Rottweilers. But with Raven, I've been doing a lot more of commands. We're learning to cross the street, as in I have her stay at the curb, look left, right, left, and I even make her wait a few more seconds than necessary just to give her like a calmer state before crossing the street. Again, it's safer for her, and it's also safer for me because, like I said, I'm on the other side of leash. If she's very excited when she's crossing the street, guess what? I'm also being yanked into the street. I don't think I want that. Like, no one wants that. So it's just, there's a lot of things to learn, and I think she's definitely picking it up. Like, if I don't tell her to stay at the curb, she won't stay. But she is not fighting me to stay at the curb anymore. Like, she just does it when I tell her. Like, she's very good at it. And her stay command is like her best command, which is a very good command for her. Like, I use it everywhere. Like, I use it when we're opening doors, whether it's like at home, like going out into the garage, or if it's like a car door, I don't want her, like, I don't want to open the door and have her jump out of the car door. Like, there might be moving cars nearby or something. Or I might just be opening the door to grab something, not necessarily grabbing her to come out. That kind of thing.
I'll try you again.
I might be walking her, and then I might want to whip out my phone for some reason. Or, I don't know, tie my shoe, so I'll tell her to stay. So she just stands there. And she waits until I tell her to go, and then she moves on. Now, she has like a magic sit now. When I tell her to stay when we're walking, she sits down too. I didn't teach her that. She just magically sits down, which is a plus, I think. So, I don't know. There's a lot of things we're learning. I'm learning, she's learning, we're all learning. Everybody's learning. If you're afraid she's gonna pee, leave door to toilet open. Gonna have to train her to use the toilet, I'm pretty sure. These improvements could be in a montage with Eye of the Tiger music in the background. Not a bad idea, Bob. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, you should start an Instagram account for her. It could go viral.
It could. I actually, I don't want to have an Instagram account for her. I think. Before, you know, I was like, oh, that would be fun, whatever, whatever. But now I'm just like, no. I don't want to. That's too much work. She is already taking up like a lot of time. I don't have the time to deal with Instagram, I think. I don't care enough to do it. But you never know. It could go viral. It could go viral. I've been training her to jump on things. Like on command. Like jump on like a bench at the park. Or like lately we've been training to jump up on at the playground, like kids playground, like a rock, like a giant boulder thing that they have for the kids playground, and like they have this like a tree stump, like a playground tree stump, plastic tree stump, and I've been training her to like just sit and stay there, and I can like take pictures of her, and she's perfect. She has perfect poses on these things.
See, she's an influencer in the making.
She is, actually. There's some really good photos of her that I've been taking, honestly. And I can't wait till I can train her well enough where I can use my my good camera. I've just been using my phone. My iPhone. Oh my god, he used the trick on me. Oh. Oh, I ordered some jackets for her. Some of them are coming as soon as like Saturday or Sunday. But basically in the next week and a half, she has some clothing coming. Well, it's been raining the last 2 days here. And it's been getting colder and colder, obviously, because winter's coming. I feel like she gets cold. I feel like she's getting cold now. Her fur, her coat is actually kind of short. So I feel like she's getting a little chilly. Because on her nighttime walks around 10 p.m., instead of like wanting to keep going on the walks, she'll know where our driveway, our garage, our house is, and she'll start pulling us towards it instead of going past it. She'll like pee and then want to turn around and go home. So I think she needs a jacket.
I feel like there's content right there. It's like, you know, you can record an Instagram video and be like, we're going to review these 5 jackets I bought for her.
I got her a technical like fleece jacket. It's got like a neoprene like gaiter with like 2 bungees for like neck warmth.
Yeah.
It's like wet. I mean? It's like wicking, quick drying.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's like, you know, that would be perfect for like, it
would be
for an Instagram or a YouTube short or something.
And I got her yellow rain jacket. No shit, legit. The rain jacket is gonna be great. It's got a removable hood, and it has a pocket on the back. And when you're not using it, like wearing it, you can put the jacket in its own pocket. It's gonna be perfect. I hope it fits. Oh my god, he can't get my card. Oh, there we go. It's gonna be perfect.
Your dog has a better jacket than I do.
And I got her a hoodie, like a greenish tie-dye hoodie, only because the actual one I wanted, like a 90s retro tie-dye color one, it's like blue and purple. It won't come for like 2 weeks, but the green one is coming Amazon Prime in like 2 days, I guess, probably Sunday, I think. So I wanted to get that one first and try. So she got a lot of clothes coming. Does Raven behave the same around DT? Well, that's a funny question you asked, Bob, because tonight, okay, so yesterday and today I've been training her walking right on the leash, and she's been doing well. With and DT has not really walked her in the last yesterday and today, but tonight, since I'm streaming, he walked her. And I had explained this to him that if he could try to walk her the same way as I have been, hopefully she will continue to walk nicely on the leash for him as well. So I don't know. The answer is I don't know. But I'm curious to find out myself. And I told him tomorrow when we take Raven out together on a walk that I'll show him what I've been doing, like a typical walk with Raven. I'll show him like our routine, like how we do things basically. And then he can hopefully remember all of it and do it with her when he takes her out on a walk. Because you need consistency. If you don't do the same thing over and over with them, they're not going to really do it. Or is she really smart? Is Raven really smart? She's going to walk very nicely with me and then walk whatever way that DT wants to walk her, which he may be more lenient with her and let her pull him a little bit because I don't know. Maybe Raven can become a dog fashion influencer. That's exactly what Brother Xiao was saying. Yeah. He's trying to convince me to have an Insta for her. I don't know.
Well,
I'm not against the idea.
You just have to remember that, when you record those TikTok videos or whatever,
oh my god,
you have to be like really loud, really obnoxious, and be like, we're gonna find out right now which one of these are gonna win the doggy jacket wars of 2024. And you put it, and then you show Raven and be like, yeah, look at this tie-dyed hoodie. She's not feeling it. She's not feeling the aura. No cap.
She just diarrheaed on it.
Oh yeah, check this one out. This Technica, moisture wicking. Oh yeah, she's got the aura. Look at this mad drip. You have to use like the Gen Alpha terminology.
I was gonna say I need to hit up Oogla Boogla for all the terms that I don't know or understand.
It's like, oh yeah, no cap, she's mad dripping.
I think that's definitely from that's even too old probably. I bet you for Oogla Boogla, drip and I think that Skibbity is gonna be one of them. I think.
Yeah, Skibbity will be one.
Yeah.
And then of course there's eat and leave. Oh yeah, in this jacket, Raven is eating and ate and left no crumbs.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. It's some recent slang.
Will Raven have more followers than Minnie? It is certain. What is 8Ball rigged to say yes to anything you ask them?
No, I mean that question is just obvious.
Yeah, honestly, I think she would get a lot of followers, decent followers. Because especially once I get actual good photos of her, with an actual camera, and honestly with my iPhone photos, they're pretty decent, to be honest. And I would say I'm a hobbyist photo person, so she would probably get decent followers probably. Leave me alone.
I will admit, the fact that I said those words, even though that, I'm like way, those, that vernacular is way outside of my age range. I feel ashamed, and I kind of want to punch myself in the mouth right now for saying those things. No cap.
Are you an 8Ball? Outlook not so good. Oh, our first no, I think, from 8Ball.
Well, at least we know that 8-ball is not rigged.
It's true. I thought for sure it just kept saying yes to every single question we've asked it. Well, I could be convinced. For sure.
Well, I think what's going to convince you is like whether or not you have an overwhelming amount of very super cute pictures of your dog, and you'll be like, you know.
I mean, I definitely do. I haven't had time to really post it in Discord or anything, but yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah, I mean, some of them you might need to like Photoshop a little bit, put some cute captions and stuff on them.
Ugh, that just sounds like too much work. It just sounds like too much work. She has, oh my gosh, she has met so many dogs since we've got her. Like, in the last 2 weeks, she's met so many dogs. Like, 20 dogs. 20 different dogs. That's kind of crazy. And I think I'm developing a slight bias against small dogs. Because, they seem to, generally speaking, and I think maybe all of them, they are generally barking and growling at her. Any chance, like, whenever they meet. And it's not anything she's doing, like she's not starting anything. She'll only growl or bark back if they do it to her, and even then, not always. Are there Facetune filters for her? I put a Snapchat filter on her face today. It was pretty funny. Here, let's see if I can find it. Here you go. It is an elf filter, and it was perfect because it was snowing out today. And it's got little like blonde hair in the front. I couldn't get the part where they showed the buck teeth on her face though. That one disappeared quite a bit quickly, so I couldn't grab a shot of that. But it was pretty good. But yesterday we met a dog on our morning walk. Their name was Cooper, and they were basically kind of playing, so they liked each other, which was great. And they were like a English chocolate lab, which is a bigger dog, not a small dog. And this morning we saw the same dog again. We saw Cooper again, and she kept looking back at Cooper as if she wanted to stop. And I don't know the guy, right? We talked yesterday, but that's about it. So I didn't want to be weird about it. Like I'm coming in from a side street, like across the street, and they're coming like this. So we'd be like a T-meet, basically. But I don't want to stand there and wait there like a weirdo. So I just kept going, and eventually they caught up with us. And so they said hi again, and they were very friendly, like their dog and Raven, they were very friendly with each other. They were basically playing. And our leashes did not get tangled today. They did get tangled around yesterday. It was weird, because then I had to untangle the leash around that other guy's legs. That was awkward for a second. It was weird. But they were very friendly. So I'm glad she has like dog friends now on our walks. But we haven't played with other dogs like out in the open or anything, like without leashes on or anything. So I don't know. Ooh.
It is interesting to hear you talk about the dog. It actually kind of, like some of the things you say, it actually reminds me of like when one of my friends had his first kid, and the way that he would talk about his son for like the first 5 years, like had me and the other guys convinced that he was, that my friend was treating his kid like some type, like his own personal social experiment, like, and, because the way he would talk about the kid would be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get him to do this, so I'm gonna do, so I'm doing this,
Right.
to try to prod him in that direction, right? And then we were all like, why don't you just tell the kid to do it? Why do you have to manipulate the kid?
Right,
He's like, no, this is gonna work. This is gonna work.
Well,
It was pretty funny. But I mean, he doesn't do it. Of course, he doesn't do it now. I mean, the kids now. I think his kids. I think his kids in high school now. But anyway, like, but back then it was like, yeah, he was like, he was telling us about like how difficult it was to like, mold, shape and mold his kid.
Right.
And we were like, why do you have to shape and mold him? Why don't you just raise him? Why don't you just raise him, as
let
a good
them do
kid
whatever they're
and he'll be
doing.
fine.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to passive
Right,
aggressively, push your kid in these, in these specific directions. Because obviously, like my friend, he had this sense of like what he wanted his son to grow up to be like, right? In terms of personality. But
right.
But it was obvious to all of us. It's like the kid didn't have that kind of personality.
Yeah, like you can't really force it as much as you may or may not want them to. You can't really force such a thing.
Like for example, for example, John was like, oh yeah, like he's like, but the problem is that like the problem with my kid is that I don't think he's greedy enough. So I'm doing these things to make him want money more.
To make him feel like he needs to be greedy.
Yeah. And we were like, what?
Why does he need to be that greedy?
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, like every time we saw his kid, right? His kid would like have some snack or something, and he would run over to me, and then he would like give me some of his snack, right? Like the kid, like just by nature was like very generous, And the kid was like 4 years old at the time. But yeah, he's, so then my friend tried to like, tell him, try to teach him like the value of money and like, how he should get, how he should focus on getting a lot of it and stuff. And the kid, all he cared about was Pokemon,
Right, like any normal kid would.
Yeah. I mean, the kid grew up to be fine, right? I mean, but it was just funny for the rest of us to hear our friend talking about his kid. I mean, obviously, when he had his second kid, like he never talked about the second kid like that.
Well, it's not the same.
And we asked him, we're like, hey, like what, like you did all this stuff with Kai, like
how's whoever's doing? Who?
Yeah. Like, why aren't you doing? And then he was like, oh no, it was too tiring. He's like, I don't have the energy to do it a second time. We're like, well, good, because it clearly didn't work the first time.
Yeah, that's actually what DT was kind of saying, like about when I was like figuring out what kind of stuff we should buy for the non-existent Raven at the time. It was like our theoretical dog. It's like I'm like looking up videos on like doing things and like whatever, and he was like, yeah, you should like he didn't care too much about it, but he honestly also didn't have the time to like do it, but I did. And honestly, I was just trying to prepare, because it's like, okay, things like buying a bed, okay, you have to buy a bed, period. And I may as well just buy it now. Like, I'm just researching it, it's on sale, just buy it now. It's like, people were like mocking me for like already having like a leash. And I'm like, a leash is just a leash. Like,
who was mocking you?
Well, they weren't like negatively, I mean, actually they were negatively, but it wasn't like, just like, wait, you don't have a dog yet. Like, why would you have a leash for a dog you don't have yet? It was like, well, I'm gonna get a dog anytime soon. Like, literally just any day. Like, when we see the right one, like, we're going. It's like, well, I don't want to pick up like a shit one from the store. I want to buy the one that I want to buy, regardless of who the dog is. Like, they gotta need a leash regardless. And it's not like you need to know how big the dog is for the leash. Theoretically. It's just, the leash is just gonna be the leash. And then it's like the food bowl and like,
how dare you criticize,
yeah, how dare you? I didn't want to call you out, Bob, but Jesus Christ. It's like
I knew it. As soon as you said someone was being toxic, I knew it was Bob.
It was like a water bowl and a food bowl. It's like, okay, they need to eat and they need to drink water, so I may as well get it now while, the Yeti seasonal item is available that can match my cup. I'm just gonna get it now, because else, maybe if we don't get a dog for 2 months, that color is going to be sold out or whatever. I don't want that to happen.
You'll have FOMO.
Exactly.
Can't have that. But yeah, so my friend eventually, like, he was telling us later on, he was like, yeah, I understand why like younger siblings feel ignored now, because I totally ignore my dog.
Oh my god.
after he spent all of his his energy on the first kid.
Oh my god, wrong button. But yeah, but basically, if we ever get like a second dog, it'd be like, okay, you just use the hand-me-downs. Better prepared? Yeah, I agree. Like, better be prepared. I could like not use that stuff. I could use that stuff. I could return it. I could donate it. But
at least you got the color.
Exactly. And she's using it, right? It's like, We literally like we got her like 5 days after I got back from our trip, and we were prepared to get a dog anytime after we got back from our trip, and everybody knew that I was like not in a rush because I wanted to get the right dog for us, but it was like I'm actively looking, right? So it's like it could literally be any time. And when we were looking, we were checking out like the local animal shelter, and we had already gone to see a dog there. And it turned out when we asked about the dog, they didn't give all the information on the website listing. So when we got there, they said that the dog was not really getting along at all with other dogs. As in, they didn't say it was aggressive, but it's just that they were trying to socialize that dog with other dogs at the shelter, and it just wasn't happening. And that was a deal breaker for us. Because, you know, when we go walking, we see a lot of dogs. So that would be an issue, basically. Because whenever we walk, if the dog is aggressive or can't get along with other dogs, we would have to, like, avoid other dogs. We'd have to cross the street or whatever. That's, like, a daily thing, right? That's a huge situation to be able to deal with. And we did not want to deal with that. So when we got there, they said that, and I was like, okay, well, we're not interested anymore. We wish you told us on the website, basically. And then like a day or two later, what was really funny is when I went into the urgent care place, the Minute Clinic, I went in because I had allergies. If you guys remember, I didn't stream for like the week after I came back. It's because I had massive allergies. And I went to the Minute Clinic thing, and the lady that worked there, she basically convinced me to go to this rescue group. And I didn't ask her about the rescue group. She actually told me about it. She was like, oh, have you heard of this place? I, volunteered with them for several years. I've brought over like 60 dogs to them, like from Iran, because, she's like a foster person. Like she fosters dogs and cats. And she said that she had brought over 60 dogs to them to be rescued from Iran, and that they're like a really great group and whatever, and you should check them out. And I told her, I was like, I've actually come across that group with my research. And she was like, oh, I should really check it out. So like that day I went back there and I'm like, hey, this dog looks like something that would be perfect, like a match for us, I think. And then that same day I put in an application. Not for the dog specifically, but it was just a general application that they would have in their files, basically. And 2 days later was an adoption event for this group. And I was like, okay, I'm going to email the foster direct contact person and ask about the dog. And she was telling us about it. I'm like, it sounds like a match, like 100% perfect match for us. Like she was, listed as 2 years old, basically a mini lab. And we wanted someone that was basically a lab personality, but we didn't want a dog that was that big. And because she is a, quote, mini lab, it was perfect. And that she got along with dogs, she got along with people, and she had a foster sibling cat that she got along with. And those were all like the points that we wanted. Like we wanted a dog that would get along with, quote, everything. So that sounded like a perfect match. And that, she had energy to run around, or she wanted to hang out on the couch. So she was all around like really, really good match from the sound of it. And like I said, 2 days later, it was the adoption event, and she was going to be there. And we went, and we were the only ones who interviewed for adopting her. And I couldn't believe it, because she was like the sweetest thing ever, like at the adoption event. Like she didn't lunge at any of the other dogs that walked by. She didn't seem like she was fearful of anything. She was just overall just a nice dog. And it was funny because some lady had come over, and I was kind of body blocking her. So even if you were interested, you couldn't really get to her. But some lady came over and was like, oh, what's this dog's name? And they're like, oh, it's Raven, whatever. And they're like, oh, okay. And they left. And as they were leaving, she said to like her husband or whoever, she was like, oh, this dog seems like she's really scared. And I'm looking at Raven, I'm like, no, she's just standing there. She's just hanging out. She does not look like she's fearful of anything. And the whole time, like, she didn't seem like she was fearful. Because, you know, if she's fearful of something, that means like some kind of really bad trauma happened or something, right? And then you have a whole host of possible issues that you may have to deal with. But for her, like, she seemed super calm. She was super calm with everyone that went up to her to try to pet her, like adults or kids. And she was just very excited to meet other dogs. She was not aggressive with dogs. So, I don't know. Like, I can't believe we were the only ones. And, I had like a timer set on my phone to make sure that I got in on the interview requests as quickly as I could to be like the first one to do it. And yeah, we were the only ones, and they're like, okay, well, we'll call you because they were really busy. So they were like, okay, we'll give you a call, like a remote interview. And I was like, okay, cool. And the interview wasn't really even an interview. It ended up being just them telling us that congratulations, you've adopted a dog. Because our application and her description, basically, it was, like I said, it was like 100% match. Like, I would have been shocked if we didn't get her.
I'll tell you what it was. I'll tell you what it was in your application. It was we already bought this Yeti cup for her.
We already bought everything for her.
And the color matches her perfectly, as well as my own cup.
It's a perfect fit. But yeah, it was...
we already have a leash, and no, I'm just kidding.
We have everything. They were like, oh, well, you can keep the leash. I was like, no, we have our own. It's in my car. Let me go ahead and get it. Hold on.
It's next to the cup.
Exactly. Let me get some of her food and water and put it in her own Yeti bowls. But later on, like the day I looked back at like the phone call in my phone, it only lasted for 3 minutes. And the foster lady was like, oh my god, that was like the fastest adoption interview she's ever heard of. Because like I said, no one else wanted her. And we were just perfect.
It was like, so Minnie, you're gonna be here at 4 or 4:15 to pick up Raven.
Exactly. It was just congratulations. These are her medical files. We're gonna send it to you. Once you get that, accept it. Blah blah whatever. Check it out and pay for the thing with the website, and then go to their front desk and tell them you're done, and that's it. And congratulations. You have a dog.
So then that lady at the urgent care knew you were looking for a dog then.
Well, okay, yeah. So the funny thing is, yeah, she knew because we were talking about cats. And so we were talking about allergies, right? So I was like, well, I'm allergic to cats. And I was just at my brother's house. He has 3 cats. And there was like a couple days that I forgot to take my Flonase because, you know, you're out of your normal routine vacation and you do stuff and you forget. You know, from your routine. So I had forgotten a couple days of my Flonase, to be honest, and I take Flonase every day. So I did that for 14 years for Little P. So, and I forgot a couple days there. Like when I go there, I forget to take my vitamins too sometimes. It's a whole running thing that happens every single time I go there. But I was telling her, I was like, I think it's allergies though. And she had said something about cats, fostering cats, and I was like, oh my god, my cat just passed away. And I'm like talking to her like almost in tears, like no shit. I was like breaking up basically, like my voice. And then after she talked about that for a while, I was like, by any chance, do you also foster dogs? Because I'm looking. And then she was like, what size are you looking for? And I had told her medium, but she said she only had huskies. So then that's when she had recommended, oh, you should check out this XYZ rescue group. And, you know, I used to, you know, volunteer for them, blah, 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 whatever. So that's kind of how that got started, actually. So it's really actually thanks to that lady that kind of, like, pushed me into doing it. I almost felt like I wanted to, like, go back there and, like, tell her, like thank her for telling me, like, basically reassuring me that I wanted to go with this rescue group. Because I was honestly a little, like, sus about it. Because, I was under the impression that dogs at like a rescue group have did you guys see that bot? That dogs like under like within a with a rescue group are somewhat traumatized, and that's why they are there, as opposed to a shelter where people may bring the dog there and surrender them for less hopefully nefarious reasons. And I'm clearly have the wrong impression of that. Or at least it wasn't the case with Raven this time, at least. Because she happened to be she was a stray. as opposed to she was like an abused dog, for example. Which, oh my god. As opposed to Hazel, which is my brother's dog. She actually, their friend is like a police officer, and they were in like some kind of situation with the homeowner, and they had dogs or whatever, like an abuse situation. And they had to take the dog away, and they knew that my sister-in-law and them, they wanted a dog, so she basically got like intercepted before, but she was going to be going to a shelter, but luckily, you know, they got her instead. So, and also luckily, Hazel's a great dog. She is not super fearful of things, luckily, and she's just a good dog. Which, you know, it's not always the case.
Does the urgent care allow dogs inside?
I doubt it. I don't know. I've never tried.
There's only one way to find out.
Although it's in a CVS, so I kind of doubt you can bring dogs to CVS. Probably not. But I agree. I should. I've been taking notice of places that say, you know, no dogs, or if they don't say no dogs, that means they do allow dogs.
Yeah,
BT was saying, "I'll be the reason why."
Yeah, if you go and thank her, you know, don't make it weird. Don't be like, you know, someone thanking somebody else for setting them up on a blind date.
Oh yeah,
because that's just weird.
I honestly, I think that lady at the urgent care place, like, she would love it if I went back to her and told her that, like thanked her. Like, she would be so happy. Like, she seemed like she was really passionate about animals, and like I said, she said she brought like over 60 dogs like to this rescue group to be adopted. So she seems like someone that's, you know, really cares about animals. Like, I think she would love this. She would love to know that I got a dog from the group that she recommended to me. So it was fate. I agree. Yeah, it was kind of meant to be. I kind of know her name just because crap, the because, you know, it's in my medical info thing. But I don't know. It might be weird. Kind of stalked her on Facebook just to see if it's someone there, but I was like, yeah, okay, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, okay, that's crossing over into weird territory.
Well, I mean, I know her full name just because, you know, it's like she knows my name too, just because, you know, patient whatever, right? But it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's why some people don't use, you know, their name on social media, because then people can look you up, like from work or something, right? Something like that. But
well, clearly, because you did it.
Like I said, I didn't message her.
Yeah,
I honestly, I think if I was in her position, I would be happy to know that. I mean, if you're using your name and it's publicly available, okay, they don't have a name that's Jane Smith, right? So it should be it's probably pretty easy to find her. It's kind of a unique name, I would say. Like I said, it's not a John Smith or something. It's not Bob Cobb the 13th. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think she would be happy to know. It's like, too bad I don't have to go back for allergies or anything. Else I would like request her or something. Make sure I have an appointment with her, but... And also, I waited for that appointment for like an hour. It was like an hour late. And when I was in the appointment, I was like, no shit, no wonder why it's so late, because she likes to talk a lot. She just likes to talk about things that aren't even about like your medical condition. She just likes to chat.
Maybe she was telling everybody to go to this dog place.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. I'm using my real name. First name Ghosts. Last name HD. Makes sense. God, can we get a car that has 4 seats? I keep falling off their car. I think they're fighting someone else, and I fell again. Okay. Oh god, here, car. Ow. Don't worry, I'm coming back for y'all. Got it. See ya. Bye. Oh god, I'm low on gas. I don't see another car either. Oh, I see another car. Here we go. I know your first name, Ghost. I don't... Why is this car so slow? I know your first name. We got a long way to go. Well, we got some cars here at least. This one looks banged up. No, no. Anything here? Oh. Ah. Oh crap. Wait, why is it shooting at my car? It's my car, Bo. What are you doing? Come on. They're moving fast. Ah, he fell. I hear people to my left. Are they above me? Oh boy, they're above me. Oh god. See if I can get up to the top here. Oh crap, missed. GG. No luck today. Alright, check out the battle pass. 53 stars. This is our last page of the regular battle pass. Claim. Thanks, Bob. And then there's these. I can get a couple of V-Bucks here. And then it's gonna be really hard to get these last 4. I have till December 1st, so I have about a week. But
That's easy. Just teach Raven how to Fortnite.
well, if I play those custom modes and be AFK like those losers were on Wednesday, I should be able to hit it, I think. Because I think you can get up to 60,000 free XP in those modes every day, each day.
Wow.
Yeah. Some
That
of them you
sounds
could
like
just
a
sit
lot.
AFK, yeah. Which is kind of lame. But it's just some people do it. Like some of the custom maps are made for people to just go AFK in. Like one of them was like, because if you don't move in the game, like if you just stand still, the game will kick you out. But if you're in, there's one of the modes that I tried. There was a AFK room. So when you're in it, it's there's like these trampolines basically, and you're in it, and it's like jumping up and down, and that allows you to stay in there and not get kicked out for like 45 minutes or something like that. So you can, I don't know, leave your computer on and still get XP while you're away.
See, at that point, they should just like, put the battle pass skins, in the cash shop, just charge like 3 times as much, Because I mean, battle pass, you're basically paying for the grind, right? Like you're giving yourself a reason to keep playing the game in order to unlock the skins. But if you don't want to play the game and you just want the skins, they should just make you pay for it.
I wish all the stuff was just in the shop. I agree, yeah. It's just like, I just want the skin. Like, I don't want to have to play the battle pass to get the skin at the end. Like, if that's the one you want. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
mean, and FOMO is like the ultimate manipulation, It's like kind of like preying on like, your fear of scarcity.
Sometimes it's like I don't even care about the stuff, but I still want to do it because if I don't, I'm already paying for it. I may as well, quote, grind for it and get it because I'm already paying for it. It's like, it should be mine.
That's the Asian mindset, right?
Yep.
It's like, I don't want it, but I should get it because I already spent the money. Therefore,
right. Exactly. I'm just waiting for a message from Minnie saying Raven has finally learned the gritty. I want to teach her a selfie command. That's gonna have to wait for a while though, but I feel like I could teach her to do it. She's smart. Like she should be able to pick it up. especially because she's food motivated. I can probably get her to do anything enough times if I lure her with food, I think. But I've seen some videos online where people like say selfie and their dog runs up behind them, and it's almost like as if you're taking a picture with a friend or something and they have their arm around you from behind you, and you know your faces are together like right next to each other, and then you take the picture from in front. I'm like, that would come in pretty handy actually for us.
That's so funny though.
It
It makes
is.
me think that like, all these dogs are being trained to be Zoomers, right?
Social media influencers.
Exactly. It's like you're gonna be like, hey, selfie, and then Raven will come up behind you and be like, drink prime.
Yeah, I'm not like training them to do anything useful. She has gotten pretty good about learning like our routine, and like for example, like when we go in the garage, like if she's in front of me, I can't really reach the garage door, and I don't really want to reach over her. And then, like I said, I've been teaching her door thresholds, so I want to be able to open the door fully all the way and be able to see what's on the other side of the door before I let her go. Like, what if on the other side there's like a baby that is deathly scared of dogs, right? I don't want her to rush in and run over the baby or whatever that's on the other side. Like, what if the other side of the door is like the street or something, like a sidewalk, and there's like, bikes or something weird, like something like that, right? So I've been teaching her to, while I fling open the door wide open, to wait there for me, like stay until I tell her, okay, let's go, you can go through the door now. So she's learned that routine where when we're at home, like in the garage, when I open the door to go inside our house, that she absolutely has to wait for me. And without saying anything now, she's doing it. Like without even saying anything at all. She'll back up from the door to get out of my way at the door so that I can get to the door with the keys and stuff. She has absolutely learned that. And she's also learned that I want her to stay at our garage stairs like landing, because I want to take off her leash and her harness there. So she's learned that, so now I don't even have to say anything, and she just stays there and waits. And I also train her to, when I take off her leash and take off her harness, she doesn't just go like freaking send it like as if she's like a racehorse right out of the gates. She has to wait until I let her go. And she's picked that up pretty quickly. Oh god. She's picked that up pretty quickly. So she is a smart dog. But sometimes when you have a smart dog, they try to outsmart you. They figure out your loopholes. So we gotta be careful with that. That's what I read on the internet. So in case you guys were wondering, yes, I'll be talking about dogs like forever now.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope you guys like listening about dogs.
I think we kind of expected that. I mean, like, I can already tell that, I've never seen like a single one of these, but I already can tell that you're following all of the girls with dog channels on YouTube. I already know that.
I'm following like a lot of like dog training accounts and stuff like that. Honestly, having a dog is like a dream come true. Like I loved Little P, but I didn't like cats before her. She was not my first love. Like, I've always liked dogs. I've always wanted a dog for myself. So having a dog now, it's like my dream come true. Like, comment, and subscribe to my podcast, Dogs 101. Exactly. Is this guy...
Dude, we already know. We already know it. We already know as soon as you get off the stream today, you're going to create the Insta account.
I'm already thinking of names for the account.
Yeah, we already know. Okay.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Raven Gonna Rave is probably gonna be the name if I go with one.
See?
Raven _Gonna _Rave.
Just let us know when when you start posting those TikTok
So that you
videos.
guys can drop the comments and likes and subscribe.
We're gonna smash that like and subscribe, and we're gonna drink Prime.
I don't think this guy's picking me up. I think I'm just gonna leave. Wait a minute. The gold cat guy? Wait, I was killed earlier by the gold cat guy and got the second or third place. Maybe this is the same guy. Maybe he's hacking and he'll get to the end and he'll win. And then I'll get a win from it. With all the XP that comes with that.
But yeah, when you post those TikTok videos, you're gonna have to teach Raven to do all those dance challenges. You have to put the text across the screen, with some weird, with some background music. Don't forget the background music.
The AI captions with like the voice.
Oh yeah, yeah. The AI captions, with all the misspelling.
Is Gold Cat Guy gonna win? All signs point to yes. I mean, I feel like he might. Wait, he's only level 63? How does he have the Gold Cat Guy? He moves like he's more than level 63. Maybe this is his alt.
Yeah, it could be a Smurf account.
Okay, seriously, I would have died by now. 2 guys shooting at him and no one has hit him? What is this game? What?
What? It's your favorite game.
Is this? No way. Well, he doesn't have to pick my card up for me to continue to stay as his teammate if he does end up winning, I think. I don't know, actually. I mean, I'm pretty far away. He is kind of not that far, though. He's the POI next to mine. So maybe he is coming. It's my alt account. But you're missing the HD part of the name, though. So, I don't know. That's sus. He has 10 wins. I mean, 10 kills right now. This might be the same guy from earlier. Yeah, Bob, they definitely look like they were bots, those guys that he killed. I mean, he's kind of going towards my card. Kind of.
They were controlled by ChatGPT.
Well... Nope, he can't get my card anymore. But if he does win, though, do I still get the credit? He's switching his gun around, like, constantly. If you're watching him, he keeps switching his gun. And I know that some, like, pro players that use controllers, they'll do that kind of thing. Or maybe not even just controllers. They'll have, like a, I don't know, some kind of tick that they do. And some people just, like, kind of just switch their guns around as they're moving, just for no reason. I think it's probably just to get things moving, like the momentum going, so if something does happen, they're already in motion, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think that's what it is.
Or he's hacking.
Or he's hacking.
If he kills you, he's probably hacking.
Definitely hacking.
But if he dies, he's not hacking.
Correct. If he wins, he's definitely hacking. Like, he's definitely moving like he's a good player. I can tell. Well, if I do come up with a Instagram account, I'm gonna have to mask the places I take Raven, though. I can't give away my location.
You don't want Raven to be mobbed by the paparazzi.
Exactly.
And with all of the fans that are going to form parasocial relationships with her.
Exactly. Definitely don't want that. I'm gonna have to. It'll be a challenge. A challenge, as in something to look forward to doing. I honestly think it would be kind of fun, but also kind of take a bit of work though. Like if you want it to be successful, like an account to be successful, not just for shits and giggles, like for your family and friends to follow, like it would take some work for it to actually gain some followers from like randos.
Well, I mean, it's all about like, what was it? I mean, I don't have TikTok installed. I don't have TikTok.
Oh, I don't have TikTok either.
But it's like, I'm guessing like Instagram is probably something similar, right? You have to have like keywords and you have like trends.
Yeah.
And, you know.
You have to know what hashtags to use. Sometimes you use hashtags that like literally don't even make any sense for the post you're posting, but people do it anyway because, you know, it's like a picture of your dog, but you hashtag whatever celebrity that's relevant at the moment, just because people are looking for that.
Go up in the algorithm. Yeah.
I kind of really don't like that game. It's kind of like, you know, like YouTube, that you gotta make sure you have like the right tags. If you don't, no one's ever gonna find you. Just like anything social media, I guess, is like that. So like I said, if I do that, it's gonna take a little bit of work. I don't know if I want to put in that work. I did run a semi-successful account.
Oh yeah, for those shoe things.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah. Yep, for these Vibram Five Fingers. Oh yeah, I was constantly doing it. I was constantly like responding to things, to people. I almost felt like I was working for the company even, but I wasn't. I didn't really get anything for it, to be honest. I ended up getting like some stuff where people wanted to give me to promote, but it's not like I made money from it, right? It's not like I made any money, and it took a lot of work. Like I said, I was constantly like replying to people's questions and constantly commenting on rando people's stuff to get engagement, so that they would engage with me, and then they would follow my account and start posting their stuff to tag me in it and whatnot. And what did I get out of it? Well, really not much. I got like some free socks that you could wear with those shoes, like toe socks, basically, to promote their toe socks. And wow, nope, he's not a bot. And that's pretty much it, really. And I did get exclusive access to one of the store openings in Boston when they opened the Vibram store in Boston, Newbury Street. I mean, that really honestly...
I always called it Vibram. I didn't know it was Vibram.
So Vibram is like the actual Italian, whatever, pronunciation of it. Vibram is just... Yeah, the way that, I don't know, Americans pronounce it or whatever.
Us Americans say.
Yeah. I think, Vibram is the proper way to pronounce it. And yes, I did tell people that in my, you know, comments, responses, and whatnot. Skippy the Rock Johnson. Squirrels. Yeah, hashtag squirrels, exactly.
Well, the other thing you have to think about is that if you do not open an Instagram for the dog, you're just gonna have all these cute pictures and videos
that no one's gonna appreciate.
That no one's ever going to see.
Well, I'll post like some of them. Actually, so I've only made 2 posts about her on Facebook. The day that we got her, and like I made one today. I've been too busy walking her for the last 2 weeks to post anything on Facebook. And honestly, before that, I had stopped posting on Facebook for like a month. And the last thing I posted was about Little P passing away, because I was so depressed after that happened. I like didn't want to post on social media.
Yeah, but I mean, out of all these walks you're having.
Oh, we're having a shit ton of fun, and there's definitely content, if you will.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, all that missed content. I mean,
yeah, there's definitely content.
You could have missed the moment that would have changed everything, and then
that could have gone viral.
You know, exactly. It could have gone viral, and then you know all the dog food companies would come after you and be like, "Hey, do you want to sponsor?"
Oh, you're really pushing this. You're.
I'm just kidding, by the way. I actually don't really care.
Hashtag walks with Raven, right? I almost kind of want to get her You know how you guys probably have seen like dogs with like a GoPro camera or something on their back or whatever, their harness, and it just records them running around. Imagine that, like POV of her like chasing a squirrel. Actually, what would be more funny is a POV of me getting yanked by her chasing a squirrel. That actually would be kind of funny.
You could probably stage that pretty easily.
I mean, I don't even need to stage that. That just happens.
It just happens. Even better. See, it's relatable.
It happens. Like, it's predictable. Like, I know it will happen on any of our walks. Although today, she saw a squirrel that was relatively close by, and she didn't lunge at it. She didn't lunge at it. That was the first time, and it was relatively close, I would say. Well, that's a shocker there. And, so I've been leaving her in my cars for like 10-15 minutes when I've been running errands. Like I know when I'm running like short errands, so I'll leave her in my car, windows cracked, fan on. And we have a back seat cover in the back seat, right? So it has a mesh it's like a mesh barrier between the driver and the front passenger, so she can't get to the front of the car, you know, for distracted driving basically. And what happens is she's pretty good at staying back there when I'm driving. However, when I leave her and I go to the store, whenever I've come back, I know that she's always been in the front because her leash will be stuck like in the front half of the car. Because I leave her leash on when we're in the car. Just because, well, I don't know. I probably don't need to anymore, to be honest, because I can get a really reliable stay with her when I open the door. I'm not afraid of her running out of the door when I open it now. But I want to put some cameras up in my car just to see what she does. Because lately I've been seeing her sit on my center console. And then today I've been trying to tell her to jump back to the back seat, like yell at her, tell her like she's not allowed to do that. And she's just kind of looking at me. It took several times to convince her that she is not allowed to do that. So I'm interested in seeing it. Like I have multiple GoPro cameras, I have Insta360 cameras, so it's like I don't need to buy any gear to do this. Like I already have all the stuff, so it's like why not?
See, that is all content.
I know that is content. Yes.
And then you you find the funny clips, you put them together in a montage.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And then you put it over a I don't know, a song by who's popular now? Is Nicki Minaj still popular?
I don't know about that.
And then you put some weird captions on there like, "Look how crazy my dog is."
I know, right? I have like content coming out the wazoo, basically. You're not wrong. I agree.
So for the past couple weeks, I'm actually embarrassed to admit this. Like, I don't know why I don't know how this came up, but like, I've been watching these videos on YouTube of like tow trucks like repossessing people's cars. And like, man, some of these tow truck drivers, they're like, I don't know, they're like ninjas. Like they can go in there and they can like hook up someone's car and be out of there like in 20 seconds flat.
Oh, I used to watch stuff like that. Yeah.
It's like watching I don't know, like Mission Impossible, like a spy movie or something.
Yeah.
You know? And like, yeah, and so I've been watching those for the past couple weeks, and there's like this one guy, I don't know, I guess he went viral on TikTok or Instagram or something like that, but he got recommended to me in my YouTube algorithm, so probably because I've been like casually shopping for cars lately, so I've been watching like car shopping videos, and for some reason they're like, maybe this is like the algorithm's way of saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't buy a car.
Maybe you're gonna get repossessed.
Or it's trying to tell me to to go get a tow truck.
Yeah.
You know? But this guy, he has like 1.3 million followers, and he only started his YouTube channel like 6 months ago or something.
That could be me. Walks with Raven.
He was already huge on Instagram before he started the YouTube channel, and it's just like videos of him like going around and like like towing cars whenever a customer has a tow that needs to be done, or in between he just goes and does these repos. And of course like the most popular videos are the ones where like I guess they're technically not the owners of the cars, but the people that had the cars that's getting repossessed.
Right, yeah.
They come out and they start fighting and they start yelling at them and stuff like that.
That just sounds like it would be fun to watch.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I actually, you know, and I hate myself for enjoying it because I, because I usually don't like, I don't usually enjoy watching like such lowbrow stuff. But there's something like so,
Sometimes you just need it.
I don't know, like you know, sometimes there's something so, I don't know how to say it. I guess there's something satisfying about watching that, I guess.
Mm.
But you know, I never understood like when people enjoyed watching, you know, others. You know, like when Instagram first got big several years back, they had the thing where like kids were eating, you know, Tide Pods and stuff. Like to me, I mean, that's kind of dumb,
It's
but
like people like watching a train wreck. You can't look away. It's probably
you
like
can't
that.
look away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had a coworker that really liked, he really
Wow.
enjoyed watching like fail videos on YouTube, and this was like years ago. And like he would be sitting at his desk at work, and he would just be like cracking up by himself.
Yeah.
And you know, we'd go over to his desk and be like, you know, hey, you know, what's Ray watching? You know, and he's just watching all these videos on YouTube where like people are like trying to do stunts on, you know, on their bike or on their skateboard, and
Yeah.
then you know they fall over and they hit their nuts and stuff, and then like um, it's like why would you enjoy something like that? But then again, I remember like what 20 years back, like you know
That sounds hilarious.
people were like watching that stuff, you know, with
Yeah,
Jackass, you know, and
Jackass,
all that kind
exactly.
of stuff way back when. So I guess things really haven't changed. It's like that movie Idiocracy, and they with Ow My Balls.
Mm. It's gotta be bots. America's Funniest Home Videos. Exactly. Exactly. Oh man, when Raven ate my, chewed up my Squishmallow, oh my god. It was literally something out of America's Funniest Home Pets, whatever videos, right? It was just, there was just fluff everywhere. Everywhere, all over the bed, on the floor, like just everything in the room, including like her face. It was just everywhere.
See,
Too bad.
that could have been an
That could have
Instagram
been
video.
a viral
Yeah.
thing if I had my Ring camera on, which we do
Yeah,
have
you
a
just
Ring
be like-
camera. It was just not
You
on.
just get your phone out and be like, "Oh my gosh, look what my dog did!" Right? And then you scan, you know, you scan the wreckage, and then you pan over to Raven, and Raven's got this smug look, like she's really proud of it, you know. And then people will be like, "Thumbs up, been there, but I still love my fur baby."
Exactly. You know what's up.
No cap, not gonna lie, for real, for real.
For real, exactly. Oh my god. Go away, teammate. Dude, our snipes are on point, Bob. I would have died if that killed that guy in the water. Because you can only see his head. Damn. This guy's not getting away. Or is he? Ah shit, too low. Did they get him? That's definitely bot loot. Ugh.
Anyway, I hope you know I'm kidding about the whole social media thing, by the way.
I don't know. You seem pretty convincing.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually just kidding. Like, I don't know anything about social media.
You're pretty spot on, I would say. Kind of spot on, to be honest.
I've only seen I've never installed Instagram on my phone. I've never installed TikTok. You know, like. But I have had people tell me my superpower is that I sound like I know what I'm talking about when I really don't.
Oh shit! 2 ways. No. Oh no. Damn. No, you do sound like you know what I'm talking about, but I think you're kind of spot on. 8-ball is bullish. I was just kidding. You may rely on it. I don't know, Bob.
Well, I mean, I will say this, okay? If you do choose to you know, to start a start a social media account and then it does go viral, you know,
credit goes to you.
Yeah, I'm only looking for like, you know, maybe 6%, you know.
Not even 10%. Okay. In.
Yeah, I'm giving you the friend discount.
Great.
I'm just kidding.
I think it'll be fun, like I said, but it'll if you actually want it to be kind of successful, it would take actual effort. I don't know if I'm really into that. If you asked me like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I would probably yes, especially during the time when I was managing that other account for like the shoes. I think just because I've done that before with something that I didn't really get much out of. I wouldn't say I went viral, but I had like a decent following. I was one of only 2 total like fan accounts of those shoes, and we were both pretty popular, like mutually popular basically. And like I said, it took quite a bit of my time to get it to where it was. And then of course the thing I was, you know, promoting or into, you know, it was like a fad item, so like it only was popular for a while, and then no one cared about them. And
oh yeah, I mean, like when they were big, they were really popular.
Exactly, yeah.
And then people started wearing like those really thin shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, minimalist shoes.
I can't remember what they're called. The Nike. There's like some Nike that was like super thin.
Mm.
But I mean, I watched the well, I'm actually playing it right now. The MMO I play all the time. So one of the YouTubers who's also a Twitch streamer, you know, he also makes videos about like, you know, basically how to be a game influencer, you know, for a game and stuff, and like. And you know, he's not big on this guy's not big on social media, but he's considered like one of the biggest YouTubers for Guild Wars 2 on YouTube,
yeah.
right? And he said that in order to like in order to keep growing his following, he actually has to spend like a considerable amount of time on YouTube, to figure out like, you know, what are you know, and then look at his metrics, look at the keywords and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and it's like, I was like, wow. I mean, but he's doing it as a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, he's you know, he's looking for like referrals. You know, he's got his referral link to like, you know, Epic Games and Steam and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I feel like this kind of stuff is like hard to do. It's like no one really actually just becomes famous or popular like overnight. Yeah, there are kind of like your 0.0001% or maybe even less that they just post one thing and they go viral. And they stay viral, or at least for a while. But that doesn't really happen, though, usually. It's not really the common thing that happens. A lot of times people just fail, and they just post things and just nothing happens. And it's just a waste of time.
I watched this video. I watched this YouTube video. There's like this one guy on YouTube, and what he does is like he's trying to like help people like get their finances in order, and then but what he actually does is that he gets these people who are like deep in debt, and they just make bunches of poor financial decisions, and then his videos are like an hour long, and he spends like the first half hour just ripping on them to their face, you know?
Yeah.
And then he spends the last half hour like telling them, okay, well, this is what you should do. You know, you should get rid of the car, you know, and you should like buy a $2,000 beater, you know, and all that kind of stuff until you get out of debt. But one of them,
Thanks,
one
Bob.
of the videos I saw, and I mean, to be honest, like I actually don't get a lot of value out of his videos, but I just think it's funny to see him like, you know, ridicule these people to their faces, and somehow they agree to it, right? Like, anyway, like there was this one, a couple weeks ago, there was this one girl, and so she's in Austin, Texas, and apparently Austin has like this big problem where like these TikTok interviewers are like walking up and down 6th Street, which is like the party, just that's the party street in Austin. So that they carry like their halo lights with their phones, and they're just like asking random people on the street like random stuff, so that they can post it on TikTok.
Right.
And then ever since and I did not know about this girl, but there was apparently some girl who went viral because like they call her the Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah.
And I actually don't know what she did, but she went super
That's all
viral.
she did. That's what she said.
Yeah, Hawk Tua, and then she made like thousands and thousands of dollars off of that.
Yeah, it's
right?
ridiculous.
And then and so then there was like this one, and I don't know how long ago it was, but one of like the one of these people that went to him for financial advice, she didn't work or anything like that, and he was like, okay, so like what are you trying to do in order to make some income? And she's like, oh yeah, I walk up and down 6th Street hoping
Someone recognizes her.
Well, no, for someone to interview her, and she
Oh,
wants
okay,
to do
yeah.
something. She wants to do or say something crazy that would make her go viral. And then he was like, "What? That's your entire financial plan?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's,
Wow.
she's like, "It's all I ever wanted." And he's like,
That's all I ever wanted.
He's like, "You're 32 years old. This is really, your plan to walk up and down 6th Street and hope you go viral." She's like, "Yeah,
it worked,
yeah,
right?
it'll be great."
I mean,
Yeah, I'm just like, what? Really? Do people really think that that's
what
a
is
good
this?
plan?
Slurp juice. Yeah, I mean, people are different these days.
Yeah.
People are different these days.
Yeah, I feel like when I watch that, it's the same like. I don't know. I find it like, yeah, as you say, it's like watching a train wreck. It's like back in the day when American Idol was on, and you had these people that would go up there and sing, and like they just had no clue that they could not hold a tune.
What the hell is his name?
Like,
William Hung, for example.
Yeah. Like watching him made me like physically uncomfortable. Like you could see in his eyes.
I was like, I'm not sure if they're mocking him or like they are really like happy for him. Like I was like, I don't know. I'm not real sure.
I cannot tell either, but I mean, you
yeah,
can tell.
She bangs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I feel like he really felt, or maybe he was told by a lot of people, like when he went to the karaoke bar or something, that he was really good.
I mean, yeah, that could be a thing, and like people don't want to tell you the truth, and then it's like the home cook that's like a mom. It's like everyone tells her like her food's good, and then she goes on a professional cooking competition.
Yeah.
But actually, her food is like absolute literal trash.
Like, terrible.
Yeah. It's like that kind of thing. That guy was studying engineering.
Yeah. He was like an electrical engineering student at Berkeley or something.
Nice.
And the funny thing is that he actually got, just because of like how infamous he was, I wouldn't say he was terribly popular, but because he was infamous, he actually got a couple like record deals.
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't like because he was good at singing. It was just because he would sell records or whatever. Like he could sell money or make money.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw something recently that was was talking about how like about how like before, like if you wanted to become a musician, you basically had to hustle. You had to go to you had to hustle. You had to go like on like local bars and and whatever, and like build a following that way, right? Especially like way back in the day in like grunge music, like Pearl Jam and Nirvana, they started off in like dingy dive bars and stuff. But nowadays, like record labels, they're looking for people that like sing on they'll do like covers and stuff, and they might not even be any good, but they have like 3 million followers online.
They have sellability or whatever. They have a following. They have a following.
Like a built-in audience.
Yeah.
So that that way, like, they know that, so that way they think that there's a bigger guarantee that, like,
Right.
you know,
Exactly.
if they produce something that these people are gonna buy, are gonna buy. Yeah, I mean, and then, and that's kind of like, I don't know, I feel kind of sad about that, but from a business standpoint, it makes perfect sense, right?
Well, a lot of it is just exactly from a business standpoint. That's really all that matters, really. Like with this, like streaming and stuff, like people say to try to get a following on multiple platforms. So like you can bring followers from one platform to another one.
Yeah.
So if you ever start on a new one, you already have a following, and chances are, because those people follow you already, they will probably follow you to the next platform, or in addition to another platform.
Well, this reminds me of the lyrics from a Jay-Z song, and it's it's from, like, I can't remember. I think it's like 2007 or something. He's like, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man."
Yep. All right, can we win this last game? Did I already jinx it just by asking that? Probably. We can greedy?
One of those,
we can greedy on the helicopter?
zero dub games.
Yeah, probably.
That's what happens when Bob doesn't join Fortnite.
I know! Bob! It's all your fault! How dare you? Oh my god, I can't believe... Oh, that guy got me. Come on, teammate! This got one guy left, right? No, it's two guys. Well, one of them should be pretty much dead. Like, the Santa hat guy should be pretty much dead. Well, I don't have the gritty dance anyways. That's true. You can only join the team if you have the gritty.
Oh, really? That's the prerequisite now?
Yeah. The gritty or matching skins with one of us. Well, at least this player's smart. He's hiding and not just trying to fight the other team that he's outmatched and die right away. Oh shit.
At least that player is can see the enemy,
Bro,
unlike me.
I mean, you had your audio things turned on, right? Like the things that show you, like on my screen, like you don't have to see them. You just kind of see like where they're shooting from.
Yeah. I can see. Yeah, I had that on. I mean, don't you remember? Like it took until like the 4th or 5th community night before I got my first kill. Like it was a while. Remember?
I mean, yeah, I totally understand. This game is hard. It is hard. All right, I think that's gonna be it. I'm done playing. All right, this is a no dub. A no dub night. Dang it. I'm gonna fix my audio for next time. I don't know what happened. I bet you if I just restart my computer, it'll be fine. All right, well, GG's. Thanks for hanging out, Brother Show.
No problem. And just to reiterate, I'm just kidding about all that social media
I will
stuff.
drop our Instagram account directly to you, so you better have an Instagram account to follow it.
Like I said, my cut, I'm only looking for 5%.
Oh, it's going down. Okay, I see. All right. It was 6% before, but now it's only 5%.
If you wait even longer, it'll be even lower.
Exactly. Thanks for co-streaming with Bo Xiao. That's right. GG's. All right, GG's.
Co-streaming? I didn't even do anything.
You were providing content.
I've been playing my MMO.
You've been providing content, entertainment.
And I'm just sitting here trying to pretend to be a Zoomer.
Bob, if I had an Instagram account for Raven, would you follow it? Do you even have Instagram? Honestly, when we got her,
I do have an Instagram account, so like if you do create one, I will follow it.
honestly, like when we got her, like I didn't really want to start one. Like I have like a food one that I started on Instagram. I have like a whole bunch of accounts. It's like it's a lot of work. But honestly, I'm taking pictures of her like no less than like 10, 15 pictures of her like every day, like a video or two, and I'm just gonna constantly do that. Like with Little P, like I had so many pictures of her. Like I didn't really post them anywhere because it's like, who am I posting this to? It's my cat, so I'm taking a picture. I'm sharing it with DT, but that's pretty much it. So it's like,
yeah. So you need a Raven montage with Eye of the Tiger.
I mean, that sounds appealing to me. Could be risky. Just look at the peanut sitch. So I heard about that. I don't remember the peanut the squirrel, right? Is that the squirrel situation you're talking about? But what is there? What's the risk with Raven? Like she's not a federally protected mammal or whatever. Do the montage song from Team America. I feel like the only risk there is that I don't want to really post anything that could reveal my location with her. But that's not really any different than stuff that I post on things that are not Facebook. Because people that I'm friends with on Facebook are people that I actually 90% are people that I know or have met in real life, whereas other accounts, it's like, you know, randos following me, and then I might follow them. But with her, since I'm taking her to places that are local to me, I would have to be careful about what I post. Which is fine, because, you know, it's fine. It'll just require more work. Neighbor might get jealous. Which neighbor? What? That's what happened with Peanut. Peanut had more Insta followers. The one I dog sit would get jealous. I'm not friends. I'm only friends with. I'm friends with one neighbor. That we're friendly with on Facebook. He's the only one that I'm friends with. All the other ones, we're not friends on Facebook or anything, Instagram or social media. They have no idea who I am. Although some of them I talked about, oh, I stream whatever. But they're not really into that kind of stuff.
Well, that's because Raven hasn't gone viral yet.
That's true. That's true. I'm telling you.
Like, they're gonna go into Instagram and look for like, you know, what's the best pair of dog booties ever, and then you know, Raven will be like the first hit.
I mean, I have content for days. Like her jackets are coming. I'm interested to see if she's gonna be wearing boots, because winter's coming. There's salt on the ground, and I don't want salt on her paws. It's coming. And I've discovered that I'm allergic to her paws. I'm not really allergic to her paws, but I'm allergic to whatever that gets on her paws. So whenever she touches my skin, I get like little hives, like itchy hives. But then I can wipe it off and it's okay again. So I'm kind of allergic to her, but not really. I'm allergic to the stuff that she touches, which is kind of like everything, like, you know, grass, tree stuff, just all kinds of stuff I'm allergic to. So I try not to allow her to touch me with her paws. I can touch her like fur just fine. It's just her paws that kind of a little sketch for me. But
it sounds like you need to make a dog booty, you know, comparison review video.
Well, you know, they came out with Crocs for dogs, right? Like actual Crocs, like the brand, like
really?
not like knockoff ones, like actual Croc brand, like to match with humans.
Is it still made of that like really, really crappy, you know, super soft plastic?
Hey, it's not crappy if it's comfortable. But yes, it's
I mean, there's videos of like Crocs like melting on hot roads, you know.
From pet Crocs to a life-size Crocs costume. I don't know what's happening. Wait, you can kind of see in this picture, but they have matching Crocs on. I mean, how hilarious would that be? Like, would you not heart and or like that photo if you saw me and Raven like that? How would you not? In our matching yellow raincoats, it's literally, I have content for days. Like, I already have it.
Yeah, see?
I already will have it.
See, that right there, I would be like, okay, sure, you
like,
know, I would train the algorithm. I would engage with that. I would not scroll past it on TikTok.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Although I guess TikTok's what? Is it getting banned? I have no idea. I saw something about that.
I don't think DT will allow me to use TikTok because he's a tech security person, and I don't think he will allow TikTok on his home networks. I think I've gone on TikTok like once or twice, like just on their website, but then if you click around too much, they want you to download their app. So when that happens,
yeah.
I just close it.
I never used TikTok until like I was you know when I was like looking at K-pop stuff last year.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the sheer amount of like dumb comments from like pre-teenage girls.
Oh yeah.
Made my brain melt.
Oh yeah. My sister-in-law goes on TikTok all the time. She was always like, "Oh, blah blah blah. Oh, did you know that this is why this happens?" And I was like, "Okay, did you learn that from TikTok?" "Oh yeah. And oh, this is a really viral whatever. Oh, she wanted me to get her the last time I went to Boston. She wanted me to buy her these bagels that were viral bagels from like a local bakery to me. She wanted me to bring them like 700 miles to her. I looked it up at the shop. It was like these pumpkin designed bagels, and I guess they went viral on TikTok. And she wanted me to get them. So like everything she tells me about,
bagels?
yeah. Well, it doesn't even taste like pumpkin. It just looks like a pumpkin. I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I feel like it's a missed opportunity that it only looks like a pumpkin, but it doesn't also taste.
I feel like that's false advertising.
I feel like it is too. Like I would have expected it to also taste. Why do I have a scratch mark on my arm?
I would be like, what kind of tomfoolery is this?
Exactly. Not skibbity. I mean, I would wear these Crocs, and I'm pretty sure Raven would also. Like I said, I'm really interested to see how she reacts to wearing boots on her paws. She does okay with like the hoodie that the Foster family gave to us. That like I think one of like their daughter or whatever got Raven the hoodie when she was at their house. So she was like, "Oh, this was the one that she wore, and it fits her fine." I was like, "Okay, cool." And we actually have been wearing it today because it's been a little chillier here, and I haven't gotten her jackets yet, which I ordered today, and they'll be coming in the next week or two. A few jackets, and she wore them fine, but I don't think I can leave clothes on her like while we're at home because then she starts to bite it. She'll start to chew on it. I think it bothers her. Maybe it's like itchy or something. I don't know. But she wore it outside just fine. She didn't do anything with it. $50? Pet Crocs boots for $50, and then the matching ones are $65. Wait. The adult ones, the human ones, are glow in the dark. So are the dog ones also glow in the dark? Because that would make for
some pretty crazy content.
If they are, I'm like kind of interested in glow in the dark dog boots for Raven, because when she goes out for a walk at nighttime, she is like absolutely lit.
Pitch black.
Well, yes, and that's why we have like light up collar for her. She has like a little light up button spotlight thingy, keychain light thingy. She has a light up vest. She is like, she's awesome. You can't miss her. She is pitch black because she is black, but with all the lights on, like you cannot miss her. She's like a running RGB light just coming down the street. Again, more content. Already have the content.
People think she's like a raver dog.
Well, like I said, Raven gonna rave. That's her account.
Exactly.
It's gonna be her account.
Yeah.
I think it's already made.
Just hang some glow sticks off of her, and then have like a Bluetooth speaker that goes.
I have an RGB light stick that I can clip onto her. Actually, in fact.
You see?
See, I already have all the stuff. Like I have the content. I just need to post it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the GoPros,
Exactly, I have it all. I don't have to buy anything special. I have it all already. Oh my god.
It's almost uncanny.
It's like I was made for this. We were made for this already. We were made to go viral. Exactly. Now I'm checking out the Crocs website to see if the pet Crocs are glow in the dark or not. Because if they are,
See if they have
honestly,
one that
kind of
matches
interested.
her, make sure it matches the bowl.
I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Here's where you can shop. Crocs for dogs. Oh, they do glow in the dark. They glow in the dark.
Of course they
Oh
glow
my
in the dark.
god, look how cute they are though. Look at that. I mean, are they not cute? Come on.
That is pretty cute.
Just saying. They're pretty cute.
I mean, they would. I mean, they're cute. I mean, but I'm sure that. I mean, do they have like Air Jordan dog boots? I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
Exist, actually.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure someone sells them, yeah.
They probably have like what? Those
probably on
Converse Chuck
Etsy.
Taylor shoes.
I'm sure they do. It's probably on Etsy. Oh, they're either sold out or it was limited edition and we already missed out. It was like in like October. Because I'm clicking on that link that says shop pet Crocs and I go to the website and it says the product you're looking for couldn't be identified. So it's removed. And I think you can only buy them on eBay.
Oh man.
No, not eBay. I will have to see how much they cost. Stand by. This is very... They're selling it for like $100.
For
Bullshit.
dog booties.
Some bullshit. That's too much for me. I'm looking at the lowest price is like $62. $69, $99, $119, $75. Oh my god.
It's okay. After Raven goes viral, Crocs will come to you.
That's true. You're right.
Know, and be like, hey, can you promote these? We have an exclusive line of glowing dog Crocs.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But they are cute though. Like if they were sold for a regular price right now on their website or something, I would be tempted.
Exactly. You'd
I would
be
be very
like,
tempted.
take my money.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Where's my credit card?
for double the price on eBay, and I don't even know if she would even keep them on her paws. No. Sorry.
Okay, so that means the next step is to buy a trial pair of booties just to see whether or not Raven would, not kick them off and eat them.
Yeah, then I might be convinced to actually drop dollars on eBay for these.
Okay, so then it would behoove you to get like for the test pair to get like a really, really disgusting, pair that Raven's going to hate.
Oh man. There's so many of the green ones for sale on eBay.
I guess that must be like the most
compared to like
color.
Compared to the dragon fruit one, which is like a pink color, the green one is like very, very popular. Like a lot of listings, I mean. So I wonder if that means
popular, or people are like,
or it's not
their
selling.
Dogs are, yeah, or dogs are just not liking it, or maybe it's,
they're selling for $140. Like, what's wrong with? And you have to pay shipping still. It doesn't even come with free shipping. Like to be honest, at one point, I bought a PlayStation 3, I think, and I resold it on eBay for like 3 times the price. But I offered free overnight shipping for them.
For 3 times the price, you better.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I offered overnight free shipping. Free overnight shipping for them. But these people you still have to pay shipping, and like all of these you still have to pay shipping. Ridiculous. They're all greedy.
But you're saying like the green ones, there's a lot of listings for green dog Crocs for $140 each. Oh my gosh. Like
about $100 on average, I would say.
Yeah, it's probably like some exclusive color that...
I mean, it's no longer sold. It's limited edition, so it was only sold in October. But does this mean that they will have more? Like, sell more? Like, so if I missed it on this one, maybe there'll be another color that comes out. I could just wait for that. I think it depends on if they think that these actually sold well or not. I mean, clearly people bought them, but they're just reselling them on eBay. But Crocs, as a company, doesn't care because they already sold them to begin with.
I feel like you are open to the possibility of spending $100 on green dog Crocs.
I mean, she has a birthday coming up. This wouldn't be my first pair for her to try, though. Like I said, it's a little bit expensive for something that I don't know if she'll even wear.
Right.
I would try something else first to see if she would tolerate it. Because who knows? She might not. Like, she would absolutely hate it, maybe. I don't want to make her wear it if she hates it, but...
But, you know, she's fine with a hoodie, so...
She is fine with a hoodie. And we'll find out with her tech jacket. Her moisture-wicking jacket. And her raincoat. But those are all on Amazon, so they're free returns and free shipping. So if it doesn't fit or she doesn't like it, I can return it easy. And that's why I bought it on Amazon.
Does Amazon have, like, green glowing knockoff Crocs?
I would buy those, actually. Just
Probably
knock off them for much
probably
cheaper.
drop shipped from China or something.
Probably. They're probably the same. Probably relatively the same, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Crocs. Like, I really am. They're just very comfortable. They're very soft. Cushy. So, I don't know. But alright. GG's. Alright, everybody. Drop a follow to Raven_Gunna_Rave. If I ever do an account, that would be it, probably. Unless I can think of a better name, but... Open to suggestions for
if you're
names.
going to use that name, then all the videos have to have, you know, the banging soundtrack, the bumping EDM soundtrack.
Rave music. I'm sure they make a DMCA free EDM music for her. I'm sure we could figure something out. GG's. Alright. Thank you for hanging out, Brother Xiao. GG's.
Yep, have a good night.
Alright, I'll catch you later. Bye. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed our stream tonight. Hope you had fun with us. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for staying up with us. Enjoy your weekend. We will be back probably next week. We do have Pickle Dicks coming on Sunday. She seemed to want to do stuff while she's here, so I don't know. We'll have to see what she's comes up with. Was I kidding about the social media stuff? No cap. Oh, look, not so good. I'm telling you, I could be convinced. I could be convinced. I'm actually kind of surprised that from the beginning, I didn't already think of that think that I wanted to create an Instagram account for her. Like I said, maybe I'm over it already since I've been doing it for a while now, doing that kind of stuff for a while. It's like maybe I'm just over it. But like I said, I could be convinced. I can totally be convinced. And Brother Show had some pretty good selling points. I already have some of the content already, so why not? Why not? All right, guys, have a good one. I will catch you later. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. Love you all. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Well, I'm in the wrong line of work. You sure are. You sure are. You should be a salesperson, actually. Salesman. You should be a salesperson. That would be good for you. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye.